Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Good morning. I was going to start singing then, but I actually realised I'd started that really high pitched and that would have made dogs' ears bleed. So good morning, it's a lovely day. No, it's not. Good morning. It's really horrible weather out there. You don't want to go outside. I think it's forecast snow. Yeah, so don't go outside. Morning everybody, how the devil are you on this fine Sunday morning? Right, have we got a show for you? I'm Lucy, here to take you through the next 4 hours. I've got a cracking team with me. I've got Deanna, who is going to be producing. Are you well, Deanna? She is indeed. I've got Claire, who's going to be jumping between directing and cameras. Claire, are you there? She's just scooted off to go and do something. But Vicky, are you out there watching? He can't be seen on screen just at the moment because he's currently directing and holding the fort. However, when he's on cameras, Vicky Gardner out there, today, you will get your Bambi fix. Did you come out on screen yesterday? No. Did you come out on screen on Friday? No. I did leave a note that he was supposed to be seen on screen on Friday. Today, Vicky, and if anybody knows, if Vicky's not watching it on Facebook, let me just give you a little bit of a story. Vicky is one of our fabulous regular viewers and she's a frequenter of Facebook out there. And I think it's fair to say, Vicky has a little bit of a thing for our lovely cameraman, Tom, otherwise known as Bambi. And he's known as Bambi because he's got the most beautiful eyelashes and he's just a little bit cute. He's just doe-eyed and he's just gorgeous. So we've got Bambi is going to be with us in the studio today. He's going to be going between directing and cameras. Vicky, an appearance will be made for you. So alongside Bambi, not our little Bambi today, we've got our very own, otherwise known as Thumper. And this is Jack, folks, and he's going to be going between floor managing and technical operating today. You're going to be doing a lot of the old multitasking today, Jack. Are you up for that? Yep, Jack's very excited. He's got a pool party to go to on Wednesday. He better behave himself. We've had words. I've acted like his mother this morning. We've had words, haven't we, Jack? And you will be good, won't you? And you'll look after your liver. Well, I'll be keeping track. But most importantly today, we've got a very special guest designer who I've not seen in ages. And really, this next 4 hours we could do with just putting the show on hold so we can have a good catch up. Absolutely. It was first time I met Alison when she was on the Sunday sofa with her beautiful daughter. And this is Alison, who is our guest designer today. Alison, I am loving you blonde.
Thank you. I love being blonde again.
I think it's fair to say we've seen you through a lot of different hairstyles and a lot of different colours. Yep. I'm loving this colour on you. I think it rejuvenates the whole appearance of Alison. No, I think, well, mind you, you're one of those people, you can carry off anything, any haircut, but that's lovely, really lovely. So, without further ado, we have got quite an exciting show to say the least today, because not only have I got really low things, I've got lots of things going under £10, but I've also got an incredibly high-end, exquisite section to the show. In fact, we've got 4. So out of all the different products we've got in today's show, we've got 4 of which are considered high-end gemstones. And I can promise you now, including tanzanite in that list, no strand will go, and they're all full 38 centimetre strands, got none of the 9 inches, they're all full 38 centimetres. No strand will go over £50. Should we have a look? Let's see the collection that we've got today. We're going to do something extraordinary with the price of every single one. I think it's fair to say the majority of our strands that we have are more sort of agate based, onyx based, jade based, a bit more of your more easily accessible gemstones. These aren't just semi-precious, these are precious, 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 precious gemstones. Now for a gemstone to be classified as a gemstone in the first place, it has to be incredibly rare and incredibly beautiful. And this is why these strands of gemstones are on a different plane. So the first one here is of, now this is a very, very interesting strand price-wise. It's some of the most prized and sought after hue and the most extraordinary raspberry tones of tourmaline. Now, there's been a little bit of a debate this morning regarding, and a bit of a debate in bringing this to you. Now this has been actually hand faceted for you in Jaipur in India in our head workshops. Some of the gemstones we source for you come from different suppliers. This one here comes from, sorry, surprise, surprise, I'm struggling with my talk back this morning. This is from the same place and the workshops which Gems TV, Rocks TV and Gems TV Extra deal with for their high-end gemstones. It's a slightly different league. Now what's very interesting is this has been labelled for us as a pink tourmaline. Now typically within the jewellery industry, a pink, red, raspberry tourmaline is known as a rubellite. If that had arrived to us as a rubellite, your price tag would be so significantly higher than it will be today, simply because the definition of what it is. I am questioning whether that is basically a rubellite is a type of tourmaline, and if that's been classified as a pink tourmaline, of which rubellite can be a derivative of, you're just going to get the most ridiculous price for that. I just think it's out of this world. When I looked at that strand, I honestly thought we'd be looking at a strand that was about, for Jewellery Maker, I don't know, around the £80 mark. I'm not implying a word for value, that's my preconceived expectation. We're not even going to touch the £50 mark on that. In fact, we're not even going to touch the £40 mark on that, and it's a full 38 centimetre strand. I've got to warn you, with all of the 4 high-end strands that we've got today, they will sell out. They will 100% all be allocated. So make sure as soon as you see one that you like that you are calling in. Let's have a look at another one. Now, one of my favourite gemstones of all time. This is morganite. I love morganite. Did you know that here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, of which we are Rocks TV and Gems TV and Gems TV Extra, we actually have here Steve Bennett, who's one of the owners of the company, his personal morganite, which is the largest cut and faceted morganite in the world, and it's actually here in the studios. So for anyone thinking of coming to rob the place, that was a brilliant advert, wasn't it? Flips, Lucy. But I tell you what, when you come on the tours, you'll have seen it. If those of you who have come on the Rocks experiences recently, in the last couple of weeks, now our museum area is being set up as well. You should see it, it's absolutely amazing. I tell you what, if we had a handy cam, I'd take you there now. And in fact, Jack's going to do an impression of the size of that morganite. Here he is. It's about the size of his fist. Oh yes. So let's have a look at the morganite. Now the morganite is, we're going to do something ridiculous with the price of this. Seriously ridiculous, to the point of ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. Shall we do the morganite under £20 today? We're going to do a special offer and on the under 20. Right, let's go to our next strand, which will be, which one should we show next? Now, oh my word, no. Well, yeah. No, yeah. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen a finer kyanite, seriously, and I'm talking about that's been set into gold or anything. Have a look at this strand. Oh, that's the morganite I've just picked up. Oh my word, oh my word. Just the chatoyancy on it, it's incredible. The shiller you have on it. It's the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kyanite I have ever ever seen. Was that Bambi doing that then? How angelic. Bambi's just gone, oh. Vicky, that was for you. So this is a full 38 centimetre strand of kyanite. And then finally, can we have a high-end collection of gemstones without tanzanite? Seriously, can we? Can we? Can we? Now these tanzanites, which we've done strands quite similar before. Oh, I've just bit my tongue. Ow. Going from about 2 to 4 millimetres. Now these are all 4 millimetres the whole way round. Oh my word, that strand is not going to touch the £50 mark. They're 4 millimetres all the way around. It's genuine tanzanite. I'll tell you all about these gemstones, where they're coming from, their history, etc. when we come to them throughout the show. That's to give you a heads up. We've also got 3 stunning brand new kits in today's show. I think we'll just see those as we go along. We've got early bird specials I'm about to do. We've got bundles for you. Without further ado, should we do our early bird special? Because the early bird catches the worm. Now, Jack, what's your worm impression like? Do you know what? I think that could be quite possibly the best worm impression I've ever seen. I think it's the only worm impression I've ever seen. Go for it again. Go for it again. Everybody watching out there, this is an impression of a worm. Thank you, Jack. And you are on live telly. How good do you feel about yourself now? Brilliant, brilliant. Let's have a look at this then. So the early bird catches the worm. We're going to do a fantastic... What's the offer on this then today, Deanna? What are you going to do for us? Yeah? And what is it usually? Brilliant! Wicked! We're going to do 100 metres of wire for less than a £5 this morning. Jump on the phone lines as soon as you can. Now this is a 0.25 wire. This is probably going to be the most fantastic wire for wrapping with. You can actually knit with this as well. So for those of you who like knitting and crocheting with wire, this is a perfect length to do it with. Thickness to do it with. It's 100 metres. The code is CSJM79. And this colour as well, it's just perfect to go with so many different gemstones. So your beige hues, 100 metres of wire. We're going to take it under £5 for you this morning. This offer is until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's antique bronze colour copper wire. It's your 0.25 millimetre, 100 metres. You'll be able to do so many different design ideas with this, particularly with your wire wrapping, particularly if you want to get a little bit more structure and typically having your beading thread as well. It gives you a little bit more structure due to the sort of the nature. I mean, it's wire, so if you fold it in half, it stays in half rather than when you, I mean, you can really manipulate this and play around with it a lot. Right, lots of you already joining me on the phone lines. Remember, of course, it's only one post and packaging price all day for you. You can either do that via Royal Mail at £2.95 for all of your purchases sent to your door, or £4.95 to have all of them couriered to your door. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Thank you for that, Deanna. Wire ever not. Wow. Wow. CSJM79, 100 metres. Right, it's going very quickly on the website. We're going to do this deal for less than £5 for you today. At £4.45. This offers until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, when it will go back up to £5.45. Go, 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 go. One post and packaging price all day. Lots and lots of you there. We're busy on the phone lines this morning, but we haven't got any queues. And of course, you've got one post and packaging price. You can of course also shop on our website on jewellerymaker.com. And with only one P&P, I think you might as well just go for it today. We've got a lot coming up in today's show that's going to go with this as well. It's really lovely. I'm just trying to think. I haven't got any of my larger gemstones here at the moment to wire wrap these around, but they are absolutely lovely at £4.95, a 0.25. So that's the antique bronze. It's the colour, antique bronze colour, sorry. It's a copper wire 0.25, very dinky. Oh, and that's very therapeutic. All right, wrap it up, Lucy, quickly. Otherwise I'd have that going all over the studio. So that is actually wire, it's not a beading thread. This is 100 metres. Good luck on there. We've got a very busy website this morning, so make sure you're checking out your baskets so you are not disappointed. Okay, is this for Alison's challenge? Oh, is Alison just having these 3 strands? Deanna said yes, because just remember what we're doing with Alison today. Alison, I'd be very surprised if you get anything made.
Yeah.
In today's show, we're going to use and abuse your talents in a major way, and we're really going to focus on a lot of demonstrations in today's show, which is brilliant. Thank you so much. So this is brand new, and we're going to challenge Alison with it. I'm sorry, I do have the hiccups this morning. I don't hold my breath. I actually whatever. Now we're looking at, for Alison's challenge, we're giving her today, she's got access to all the findings that are under the desk and all the wire as well. In fact, can we give Alison the, would you like the 0.25 wire as well today? Yeah. Should we give this to Alison as well? Is that all right? Because I do think, particularly with that golden hue that's coming from the shell pearl, I think that'll work really, really nicely. So, this is a 3-strand pack, of which you're looking at shell pearl. Shell pearl is a reconstituted shell in order to look like a pearl, so it's still classified to genuine gemstone. It's not a plastic with a coating on the top. This is still genuine gemstone through and through. We're looking at the measurements here of an 8mm on the perfect rounds, and we've got this lovely lighter blue, the gold, the burgundy, and the beautiful depth of purple. Then the larger are 12mm. You can see here, you've got this gorgeous green. This one here, what colour is this classified as? Is this classified as a black? Yeah, no. As a charcoal, that is beautiful. I don't think I've come across that colour of shell pearl before, have you, Alison? It's lovely. It's got a sort of Tahitian pearl feel to it, even more so really with the green inside of it. Then that gorgeous mulberry colour, and then that golden hue once again that's made an appearance in the smaller. So got a nice crossover between those two. And then look at the elegance of these, where you've got a faceted shell pearl. Now, you can't actually facet a pearl, but we can get that look with a shell pearl. The reason you can't facet a pearl is because pearls are made up of layers of the property known as nacre, and the more layers that a pearl has of nacre, the larger the pearl becomes. So if you have those layers, when you facet, you just start seeing, it wouldn't be a very attractive appearance. But you've got the beauty of having a very, very faceted look when you've got a reconstituted shell pearl that you've got here. And again, they're 12mm, and they're really, 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 really sparkly. We're going to do a great offer again on these, but it's only until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you're currently watching at 9:20 in the morning, you're watching us live on this Sunday morning. Watching at any other time, you'd probably be watching our repeat show. So, well, you will be if you're not watching at 9:20. So, brand new in today, 9:20 in the morning, that is. Now, Deanna has just said at the price that you're going to be getting this for today, it pretty much works out even better than a 3 for 2 offer. So 3 stunning strands. PNGC27, they're brand new in today. It's $11.95 for all 3 of those strands. I remember back in the day where you'd be paying about $9.95 just for one of those strands at 12mm. Now, I've got a big quantity of these, hence the low price for you. PNGC27, 3 strands of your burgundy, your charcoal, your sage, and the gold shell pearl in there. Smallest strand at 8mm, the largest strand at 12mm. 0800 644 655. Really, really gorgeous. I mean, look at those different colours. They are stunning. And talking about stunning, here she is. Oh, now I'm also going to be getting. Oh, that's the second time I've done that today. That's changed. That's changed. I nearly fell over the light. That's changed. We need that changing. I'm going to kill myself today if I'm not careful.
We don't want any injuries.
It'd be preferable if we didn't have any injuries. I've got a lot to do this week. I'm with you on the late show, by the way, tomorrow. Just thought I'd mention that before I forget. Right, Alison, so we know we've got these. Look, first of all, hello!
Hello!
What have you been up to?
Hello, everyone.
If you've not met Alison before, this is Alison, folks. So for those people who've not met you before, because we haven't seen you since May on the show,
No.
Who are you?
Alison, obviously.
Alison.
I'm from County Durham. and I've been making jewellery for about maybe 3 years now, I think, which seems to have gone really quickly.
Yeah,
because it's about nearly 2 years since I met you.
Yeah,
the first
it
time,
is. Yeah. I like the way that you did a like the bewitched thing then.
Because it just kind of rolls, doesn't it? And you don't really think about it.
The addiction just happens and continues. So, where does jewellery making fit into your life at the moment? Because obviously you're working as well as jewellery making.
I am, but I've just took on an office/studio/training room. So I'm combining my daytime job. So I've got an office desk, and then I swivel round, and I've got my jewellery making desk.
How cool
and I
is
wanted
that?
to kind of do some courses and things out of there. So
fantastic, and that's County Durham now. If people want to access you or contact you, is probably the best way to say. What's the best way for people to contact you?
Yeah, on the Facebook site, I'm called Forever Daisy Chain. So it's Ali Cusick, Forever Daisy Chain, because Forever Daisy Chain's the name of my jewellery business.
Forever Daisy Chain. So if people wanted to perhaps come to some courses, ask about the courses, and you're in the County Durham area, so for those of you who are up in that area, and I know there's lots of meets taking place all over the country, but that'd be a great way to meet Alison and then also find out when her courses are going to be taking place up there, because we do appreciate some of you, it's a bit of a distance to travel to us here in the Midlands at the studio. So that's all very exciting. And she's got a beautiful daughter as well, so hi Anira. Hello darling.
She'll be in bed.
When you're watching the repeats to see your mum.
20 to 1, I think, yesterday she surfaced.
Oh, right, okay, teenager. Yeah, it's what they do, they sleep. So, challenge today. So we haven't given you a huge amount to use in your challenge today, because we are going to be coming over to talk to you and see a lot of different techniques and do a lot of demoing today. But what do you think about this 3-strand pack?
I love this pack. I've had the faceted shell pearls before.
Yeah.
I think it was a slightly darker, like a purple colour, but I think they're really lovely to work with. They've just got a different feel, and the facets just obviously pick up the light, so love those.
It's a good size hole in them as well, isn't it, for weaving and things?
Yeah, I've got some wire out to do some work with that, and obviously you've given me the two.
I mean, just feel free if you fancy using it. So this is the 0.25 wire. Once again, that's our early bird special. It's on offer today. It's £1 off the price this morning, taking it to under £5. I really need to learn how to put my teeth in properly, don't I, really? Yeah. A little bit of that grip, whatever it is that you put on dentures these days. Anyway, so free phone number 0800 644 655. Can we just grab the details of this one, please, Deanna, up on our screen? That's for our early bird special at £4.45. So it's a 0.25 copper wire, which is in the antique bronze colour. So now you've got this as well, which you weren't expecting to have, and you've got the 3 strands. What sort of thing are you thinking? Because I know you've got access, and our designers have access to a multitude, a whole world of findings and wire, etc. under here.
Yeah, I've just done a bit of a raid.
Sorry to interrupt you. They're incorrect details at the bottom, folks. That's incorrect. There you go, that's now correct. That's now correct. Don't quite know what just happened there, saying it was gold. It's not gold, it's antique bronze colour.
Yeah, it's my favourite colour wire.
It's lovely. It just goes with everything, doesn't it?
It's just a neutral shade, isn't it? So you can wear it with everything. So yeah, I've got the gizmo out to do a bit of wire work with that, because I've lost mine. I've moved house, don't know where it is, so I'm going to enjoy playing with that this morning.
That's exciting.
Yeah, again. And, and I don't know what else I'm going to do. Play around with some wire, I think, with it today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the different range of colours that are in it, because you've got some, you know, absolutely beautiful sort of summery blue there. Yeah. And then you've got some, you know, the darker charcoal that you mentioned. I mean, they look fab together, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so you've got a real sort of variety of colours there. So you're going to probably group some colours together, pull some different colours out and group them together out of it. So,
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for being here. It's fabulous to have you back on the show. We have missed Alison so much.
I missed you too.
Oh, we have missed you lots and lots. Now, can I just say which is our first high-end strand that we're going to be doing, Deanna? Okay, let's have a look at the tourmaline again. This is the tourmaline, which is the pink tourmaline. So once again, it's also referred to quite frequently in the jewellery industry as rubellite. The fact that we're not labelling it as rubellite means that you get a much lower price tag. So have a look at this again. It's a full 38 centimetre strand. It's going to be our first of 4 extremely, extremely high-end quality gemstones that we're featuring today's show. It is just amazing. It's amazing, Jack. What is it?
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Right then, I did warn you that we're going to be seeing a lot of techniques and spending a lot of time with Alison today. We're going to do our first brand new kit now, which means we'll be back over with Alison in just a couple of moments. I've already had a sneaky peek at what she's done with this first kit. So we're looking at pyrite. We've got lapis lazuli in this kit. We've got lapis lazuli. And I tell you what, there's something very Olympian about this kit. Did I tell you in the news? I'm really excited. I've got tickets to the Olympics.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to the Paralympics on the 6th of September to see one of my brother's best friends is throwing discus for England. And I know, how cool, how cool. Dan Greaves throwing discus for England. I'll be witnessing that. I will be making a banner. Yes, it'll be a gemstone encrusted banner, believe me. So yeah, I'll be there with bells on and perhaps jewellery on made from this kit. We're gonna go down the red, white and blue feel with the accessories within this kit, but look at the colours as well. Alison has made the most gorgeous jewellery with this kit. And it's just gone on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and there's so much potential. I think it's lovely because with this kit, Alison's been able to do a beautifully very long necklace with this kit. So, it's called Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to hear that again in the next couple of minutes. So, now I have to warn you, the phone lines will go bonkers for this because it's a kit that has got so much packed into it. It is warm in here, isn't it? Yeah, we're just all having a moment of, whew. Jack just had a little moment. I thought I was warm then, but no. Ah, lovely. So there's a lot. Usually and typically within our kits that we used to say this time last year, you'd be looking at around 30 pieces of 925 sterling silver, beading thread and elastic, and 3 strands of genuine gemstones. Yeah, which was generous, and you get your organza gift bags. But no, let me show you everything ready. So we've got silver colour beading thread, blue colour beading thread. In fact, I'm going to lay it out like this. Silver colour beading thread, blue colour beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic, 80 metres of monofilament. Then you've got 10 metres of red organza ribbon. Then you've got 10 metres of blue organza ribbon. And you've got 10 metres of white organza ribbon. You've then also got, I'm loving this, I like it when you've got lots. You've got 1, 2, in fact, I haven't really got time to do all that. You're going to have 10 organza gift bags. You're going to also have, oh, this is so cool, for the ends of your ribbon, we've got the ribbon links, which are your grippy bits, because that makes sense. That's very technical. With a lobster claw clasp and an extender chain. So basically you can pop a little bit of glue on those, pop your ribbon in and squeeze them down, and your ribbon is secured in there. You've got 6 of these ribbon / cord ends with lobster clasps and extender chains on there. There's 6 there and they're silver plated. Okay. You've then got a large and a small organza gift bag. Oh, I just love this. And then, in your small organza gift bag, you've got 100 findings. Let me just show you. There you go, there you go, there you go. Let me just get my list up for you of all the findings, actually, so I can talk you through. So, have a look at this here. I'm going to lay them all out as individual bags. You've got a metre of 3.4 chain. You've got 3 pairs of shepherd hooks. You've got a massive heart toggle clasp at 13 millimeters. You've got 10, are they there? Yeah, 10 balls there. This is all copper with a gold plating on the top. You've got 10 jump rings. You've got another toggle clasp in there as well. You've got a 7 millimeter bolt ring clasp and jump ring. You've got 2 lots of earring findings. You've then got 20 crimp beads. You've got, of the head pins, you've got approximately 15 of those. You've got then 15 crimp covers. And then about 15 eye pins. So you've got all these as well. And then you've got your large and your small organza gift bags. I'm going to do this. So at the moment, Jack, you've got all of this. So 50 metres of beading thread, silver colour, blue colour, 6 metres of elastic, 80 metres of 0.25 monofilament, 10 metres of red ribbon, 10 metres of blue ribbon, 10 metres of white ribbon, 10 organza gift bags, 6 of the ribbon / cord findings, which are the clasps at the end with the lobster claw clasp and the extender chain on there as well. You've then got 100 findings, so all of these bags of findings in there, and then you've got a large and a small organza gift bag. How much do you think it would be just for that? Just for everything that you see there? In fact, Jack, is it possible to get camera 1 back a bit so we can get an overview of all of this in front of me? Is that all right? Am I being demanding? Am I being a diva? All of this, and then there's more. Let's have a look at our genuine gemstones. Deanna, just remind me of the price you're doing on this again today. You're going to get a massive saving off the original price, because at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning you could buy all of this separately. It'll be broken down again if there's any left in stock. You can buy all of it separately and it costs you around about £45 for everything, okay? Not today. Right, genuine gemstones. Lapis lazuli. Gorgeous, genuine lapis lazuli. 8mm rounds, 170 carats. The most amazing depth of blue, and the flashes of gold within there are natural pyrite. What do you also get in this kit? You get the pyrite. These are 10mm rounds. This is genuine pyrite. Look at that. It almost reminds me of like an antique gold. It's like a beautiful mirror, the surround of a beautiful mirror, and it's just, oh, gorgeous. You know, like a gilded mirror. It's like, oh, beautiful. Alongside that as well, you've then got red agate. These ones here are beautiful twisted ovals. They're measuring 9 by 6mm. These are genuine gemstones. Would you be happy to pay £10 a strand of these each? And then of course you've got the faceted drops at 9 by 6mm each. If you were to pay around about £10 each of those strands, you'd be looking at £40. Let's just remind ourselves again what I've been able to sprawl across the whole of the front of the desk. The silver colour beading thread, the blue colour beading thread, the 6 metres of elastic. The blue beading thread, by the way, is a 0.38 once again, and that is 50 metres again. And then the monofilament, 10 metres of red ribbon, 10 metres of blue ribbon, 10 metres of white ribbon, 10 of the organza, large organza gift bags, all of your genuine gemstones. 170 carats of lapis lazuli, pyrite 450 carats. You've then got 110 carats of red agate in this strand and 85 carats of red agate in the little drops. You've then also got 6 of the ribbon cord ends with the lobster claw clasp and the extender chain in the silver plated. You've then also got 100 findings. And then just to top it off, the added little extra is your large and small organza gift bags in the purple and the black, which states handmade genuine gemstone jewellery on them. So good luck. This is brand new in today. Come tomorrow, it's not going to be available as a kit with this saving. You're getting the whole lot for less than £30 at £29.95 on 0800 644 655. The value for money here is, I mean, just think about this time last year, our buying power wasn't as good as it was now. And then the kits would fly out. Our buying power now has enabled us to say, do you know what? You can get even more for your money. Even more, because we're not just looking at 3 strands and 30 pieces of 925 sterling silver and a large and a small organza gift bag. There's 100 of the plated findings here. You've got 12 organza gift bags in total. You've then got the ribbon ends as well as all of that ribbon, as well as the extra beading, threading materials, as well as an extra strand than we typically did as well. £29.95. This is value for money. It's value for money. It's value for money. It's value for money. What is it, Thumper?
Value for money.
Louder, please. Thumper, they won't be able to hear you.
Value for money.
Oh, how very, very fabulously, operatically lovely of you. Now let's have a look at the jewellery Alison's made. It's beautiful, Alison.
It's such a beautiful kit, isn't it?
It is. It really, 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 really is. Let's start on this side and work our way across. I want to start with these earrings. I think these are so beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? And look at the way that Alison has chosen, really cleverly and carefully, the red agate to match up for the earrings there. So, I mean, they're just beautiful.
Beautiful, but quite simple, aren't they? And
gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. You've done your obligatory ring. Yay!
Yay!
That's lovely. It looks really elegant with jump rings.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put a few jump rings in because the gold really kind of lifts the agate.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, just nice to pull a little stretchy ring on. Finishes your look.
So that's just on elastic?
Yep, just
fab.
Elastic, just like you would make a bracelet.
Just a dinky little bracelet. That would actually be a nice bracelet for my house rabbit, the Fonz. Sends his love, by the way. He's fine. Pardon? Yeah, he's fine. Have you actually been having a bet on how long it would take for me to mention the Fonz? You cheeky crew. Here's my little boy. They've just had a bet. How long would it take for me to mention my house rabbit? Look, he's my world. How rude. And then this is absolutely gorgeous again. So again, you've used a mixture of the twisted and the drops.
Yep, mix them up together. The agate's just gorgeous. I mean, it really looks like carnelian, doesn't it? That's the thing with the colouring.
Yeah, it really, really does. So that's the first sort of dinky set there. And then the beauty of this kit, it all works together. So do you want to talk us through the rest of it, Alison?
Yeah, the piece with the ribbon, the necklace with the ribbon, was the first one that I made. It is a little bit longer than that. I've just shortened it for it to fit on the bust because I wanted something really long. But just to use the ribbon ends and finish it off with the agate on the back there.
So actually, that's just been knotted for the sake of putting it on the bust there.
Very well, but
that's amazing. That blue is gorgeous. You must have so much ribbon left over.
Yeah, I mean, I only used a little bit of the blue, so I hardly touched any of the ribbon that was in the kit. There's loads of it, loads and loads. And I didn't want to kind of do pieces that were all ribbon. I wanted to use some chain, and obviously, because it's just the finding kits are amazing, aren't they? There's so many findings in the kits. It's just fabulous. So little woven bracelet there, which I think the pyrite really,
and that's
just. It's lovely to touch, actually. It's got a really nice texture to it. It's not rough, it's quite smooth, but quite a sort of lustrous sort of colour, I think.
That's gorgeous again. And then using the smaller of the toggle clasps on that one there. And then the colours have really, the whole kit really worked nicely in this bracelet. That's a very regal looking piece.
It is, isn't it? Kind of, it brings together the necklace quite nicely, but equally you could wear it with any of the other pieces. So I only had one pyrite left, so I just used that as sort of a bit of a feature bead almost in the centre of that one.
Yeah, that's really lovely. It really sort of emphasises the depth of the blue of the lapis, doesn't it? Then these earrings, which are so dangly, they can just about fit on the stands, which are so in fashion at the moment. It's a gorgeous way of using the chain.
I like the long earrings, and I think the chain's so easy, isn't it? And, I mean, obviously I didn't put them in my ears, but I did hold them up against my ears. I like to make sure they're long, but they're not sort of bashing off your décolletage,
Yes, yes. Décolletage, yeah. And then, and I really love this as well.
Yeah, different pendant. It was a bit of a happy, a couple of things I've done today are a bit of a happy accident, really. And I just wanted to use something that was with the chain that just gave it a really sort of detailed effect.
It's lovely.
And obviously we don't have wire in this kit, we've got everything but wire, but I just thought, there's lots of people on Facebook that make the Dreamcatcher type necklaces. So you could use that sort of effect to fill in the pendant, couldn't you? You could weave and do all different things with wire. Yeah.
It's lovely. For $29.95, how are we doing on stock levels on this one, Deanna? Okay, we're approaching limited stock levels on this one now. Good luck, folks. It goes on and on and on and on and on. I think what's really lovely is Alison's been able to achieve 8 pieces of jewellery without scrimping on anything. And you must have quite a lot of things left over.
Loads of findings left.
Loads of findings.
Loads of findings.
And then the ribbon cord ends as well, because when you use one, there'll be 5 more of those. All the ribbon.
There was chain left over. There was a pair of these findings. There's loads and loads.
So what are you going to demo to us?
We're going to do this pendant.
Fab, in fact, so let me just pop this on the back of my hand so you can see a little bit clearer for what we're about to establish. That's really lovely. I've not seen something like that before, I don't think.
Yeah, it was definitely a happy accident.
Yeah.
When I did it, with it being with the beading thread, I thought, oh, should I put it through some books to lie it flat? But I actually like the fact that the centre part curves out.
Yeah,
It gives
well,
it
I
like
was
a
just
3D
thinking it'd be quite
effect.
nice as a bracelet as well, with the curve there.
It's good, yeah, because you could do it as a round in the centre of a bracelet. So we just took one quite long piece of beading thread, and then working with the different pieces of agate, I'm just going to take one of the twisted oval. Is that the
It
cut?
is indeed,
Yep,
yeah.
the twisted oval, and pop that in the centre.
So what length of beading thread do you think you've got there? About a metre?
Metre, yeah. Probably might not need that much. And then with the pear shape, I call these, is that the right? I don't know what the correct
No, well, the little drop, pear
little drops, yeah.
Yeah.
I've sort of buffered them end to end like that. So put one on with this narrower end, and then buffer the two plumper ends together. So it just gives it a bit more shape.
Bow, isn't it?
Yeah. And then one of the twisted ovals again. So just working out from the centre around to the other side. So whichever one you've done at that end, you go. So narrow end first, plumper end again. And just working your way around. And all the designers have different sort of skills, I think, don't they? Favourite sort of things that they like to do. And I think what's fabulous about Jewellery Maker is the more I watch, the more skills that I get. But I do like sort of what I call basic beading. That's what I enjoy doing. So this is quite basic skill. You don't need to have sort of any special skills to make this piece.
It's just being aware of sort of the setting of your gemstones and which way to put on. We're now down to low stock on this kit, folks, so just go for it. Just go for it. There's so much, like loads.
It just goes forever because, you know, if you've got the 3-strand pack that there was in the challenge, if you think about the findings that are in this kit, those findings would deal with that 3-strand pack for you, and a lot more as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The fact that we are getting the gold plated and the silver finding packs with a lot more in, just means that everything goes a lot further, really. So, a couple more. Okay. And I think we're finished with one of these on either side. And the thing is, when you make pieces of jewellery, they never end up the same, do they? So this may end up being slightly different to the one that I've made over there, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. So then, I'm trying to remember how I did the top. You were all giggling about something. I'm trying to listen to you.
I have
I'm
no
so
idea.
nosy.
No, I have no idea. Can you just hear? Deanna's got. Oh, apparently there's a fly that keeps almost landing on us in the studio, and it was in here yesterday. Deanna's laugh is like Muttley. That's why you can possibly hear it through my microphone.
I think there might be.
Hang on. Let me see if this works. Let's see. I won't be able to tell if you can hear it or not. Can you I don't know if you can possibly hear that at home. So she's laughing at apparently there's a giant fly and we haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I know, she's easily
And when we do,
pleased.
we'll go.
Fly, hello. Did you hear about my fly in my ear?
No.
I got a fly stuck in my ear.
Oh.
I had to go to A&E. It was horrific.
Don't like it.
Horrific,
Don't
I
like
tell you.
I do like it. Okay, so we've got to the top of the pendant. I've crossed them over. Now, there might be a much more simple way of doing this, but, you know, there's the Alison way or the easy way, as people would say. So what I've done is I've took another piece of beading thread, doubled it in half,
Yeah.
and then I'm just going to thread both of those strands through there to make a loop, because I just want a little loop at the top to connect the chain onto. Getting all my pliers in the way. I've stopped calling them forceps now, I'm starting to call them pliers again.
Forceps. Nice.
So then what I've done is took one of the threads that we've just added and threaded it through. Sorry, get my hands out of the way. Threaded it through the top bead there, and the same on the other side, because this is what we're going to use to thread the blue stones through. And at that point there, you can actually just finish off the top part of the pendant. So we can pull these through a little bit more. Are we okay for time?
Yeah, we're fine, fine.
Pull these through a little bit more and then just double this back through. So what we're forming is a loop at the top of the pendant that you could attach ribbon, chain, anything to.
Yeah.
But I want the one for the weave to be sort of quite secure as well. Okay, so that's that one through. This one doesn't want to go. There we go. There's a little trick in it is don't put hand cream on just before you work with beads and thread. Okay. So just pulling those through, doesn't need to be in any particular order, just to create a nice chunky loop at the top. And then what I love is that you get the crimp covers in these kits.
It makes such a difference.
It makes such a difference when you're selling your jewellery to have that level of just that detail. It's just the quality, I think.
It's professionalism, isn't it?
So we've already got the crimp bead on there. So you can just use your flat nose pliers, or if you've got your crimp and pliers, you can use those. And then I like to just pop the crimp cover in there. So effectively that's going to look like a little round bead at the top of the necklace, but actually it's just part of how you're finishing the piece.
And it just hides the secret of how it's been made.
It, and it just looks tidier, doesn't it? Looks a lot neater. So there we go.
Okay.
So then we can get rid of some of this and cut some of it off.
Now for all of you out there who are new today and shopping with us perhaps for the first time, you will get a free DVD and a free booklet with your first purchase. It tells you a lot of the basic techniques, a few more advanced as well, but you can tune in every day and see demos like this every day. I think Alison's a brilliant demoer as well, so have a really, if you want to watch this show back on YouTube, you'll be able to see this really, really clearly. So back to the demo. So
the two strands that we took through the first beads on either side, I'm taking them both through one of the stones. And this is you just need to get this so it's quite sort of balanced in the centre. And then all we're going to do is the basic weaving technique that is on the DVDs and on YouTube.
That's really nice.
So we just then thread one onto either side. And then
just a recap there of what you're seeing Alison making right now.
Take them both through the centre one. And it's just the basic weave that we do in necklaces, bracelets. It's used a lot. And obviously you could, if you wanted to, you could put different colours of beads through.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do sort of more of a single strand, so it's going to look a little bit different to that one. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
Just to see that you can do different things with it. And I think it will be quite good. You know the 0.25 wire that we've got on today's show, to use that and then wind it around these and do sort of a weave across it, because that wire would look absolutely stunning with the colours that we've got here.
That's a really nice idea. It works nicely with the gold findings as well, that antique bronze, doesn't it?
And basically, that's it. So all that I then did, I'm just going to pop the last one on. All that I then did to secure it was just to take the threads and sort of manipulate them through. So I just took them back up through the pendant. So, sorry if my head's getting in the way, I'm not sure.
No, it's not at all, you're fine, you're fine.
There we go. So I just took them back through there and back up the necklace again. So my hands are so slippy.
It's warm and
It's really warm. I'm going to struggle to get that through there, but all that I then did to fix it was take it back through there, and literally the tension of it has held it in place. So just taking the threads, it just needs a little bit of manipulation back through there, and that tension will secure it in place. I mean, you could do different things. You could then curve that round. You could do all kinds of different things with it. It's just, to have a little bit of a play, really.
Fabulous, Alison, thank you so much. It's good to have her back, isn't it? So you've seen Alison's made here 8 pieces of jewellery which are gemstone heavy, haven't scrimped at all on
No, not at
gemstones.
all.
And at the same time has a lot of findings left over. So thank you so much. We've still got a few of these available in stock at £29.95. And just to reiterate, tomorrow morning, if you want to buy everything individually, you'll be looking back up about £45. So big saving. Now we do have an image once again of everything on the desk, apart from the findings, which we'll show you an image of separately. And there's all the beading threads. Remember, you also get a blue colour beading thread in this kit, as well as the silver colour, the monofilament and the elastic. The red, the blue and the white organza ribbon, all of which you've got 10 metres in length of each colour. So the red, the blue and the white. You've then got 10 organza gift bags. Now those alone, if you buy them separately in some places, can cost you about 90p each, can't they? And then there's the pyrite, the lapis lazuli, the 2 strands of the red agate. You've then got the ends for the ribbon or cord if you'd like to use it for the cord. You've then got a bag of 100 findings, and that's in your small organza gift bag, and you've got a larger purple organza gift bag as well. So 100 findings in this kit, all for £29.95. So Alison, thank you again so much. Now we have had a text message in from somebody saying you work night shifts. And it's Lorraine. Hi Lorraine, and you've said that you work night shifts and you've just seen that your Wall of Fame entry is on the 3rd row down and you really need to go to bed. So we're going to do the 3rd row down first. Here we go.
And this is indeed Lorraine's entry. It's number 117. Hi Jem, boys and girls, the crew. Here I am again trying to make it on this week's Wall of Fame. Well, you've done it. This is Dulce,
Dulce,
I think, there, especially for Fee. Modelling the Fluorite twisted yellow rice beads with modified chain and all on monofilament with no clasp for ease of comfort for her 92-year-old mother. I think that's absolutely gorgeous to think in that way. There are lots of great they're great quality and I've yet to return any gems. Absolutely all great quality. Love the good fun and entertainment and team spirit, whoa, that comes across on the screen. Love all the instructions and demos. Hugs and love from Rain in wet Salisbury. Well, I hope it's sunny today and I hope that you sleep well and you're not too warm.
And there you go, there's yours from Rain. So little Teddy there, little Dulce, and then hopefully Fee will be able to get to see that as well, because I know you're keen for Fee to see that. 117, good luck. I've got one here at 118. This is beautiful, what a fabulous monochrome look, and it says, this is from Maxine. Hi Maxine, it says, hi all at JM. Just wanted to send the last lot of items that were made using the multi-shell box, which was purchased some time ago. When I then bought a string of small aventurine and different coloured beading wires, and I've still a number of beading wires and aventurine in my stash. All in all, I have made 11 sets of items. Who would have thought it would have gone so far? With this photo, I've made beads from the wire, earrings, the earrings, necklace and a ring. Regards to you all from Maxine, 118. Good luck, Maxine, that's lovely. Those bead boxes do go a heck of a long way, they're a great purchase. Well done to you.
And this is number 116 and it's from Thelma, who I think is one of our fellow Neebies, the North East Bead Buddy.
Oh, North East Bead Buddy, and it's a Neebie. I like it,
And she says, yesterday Carol said she'd never seen this gem, but I made this with gold wire and tiger's eye a few months ago, and all components are from JM. I think that's gorgeous.
I wonder what the gemstone is she's talking about.
I was trying to have a little peek.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Really lovely macrame style there. 116, good luck to you. The final one for now, beautiful summer colours. 119, this is from Leslie. Hello, lovely. Says, hi to you all, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, made from the Blueprint kit. The aragonite is beautiful and I love the stripes. I've made three necklaces from the kit, all very gem heavy, and still have loads left. I've decided to keep one necklace and sell the others. Love and hugs, Leslie. Leslie, that's lovely. That's a real me necklace. I might have to take a copy of that picture and copy that. That's lovely. The aragonite, oh yeah.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, my own little one. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go to a short break now. When we return, is it time, Deanna? Is it time yet? Have a look what's coming up on the other side of this. On the other side of this, see you in a moment.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
Some of the most spectacular rhodolite garnets are found in Sri Lanka and Tanzania. They're typically found as water-worn pebbles from alluvial deposits. As a gemstone, it's ideal for jewellery. It has some beautiful raspberry purples, great clarity, stunning lustre, and it's also a really durable gemstone.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Thread 6 beads onto your choice of beading wire. Take one end of the wire and feed it back through the first gemstone on the other side. Pull the wire until you've made a gemstone circle. The size of the circle depends on the amount of gemstones you use.
Come and join in the fun with guest designer and resin expert Claire John as she teaches you all the fundamentals of working with resin. This one-day workshop will introduce the colourful world of resin techniques to jewellers and crafters alike. Resin has been used in modern jewellery for over 40 years and has come a long way in that time. It can be used as cold enamel and for making solid resin pieces. In this workshop you will primarily learn about cold enamel and will make at least 3 pieces. Firstly, you will be shown how to mix clear resins and transparent coloured resins. You will also embed photos, beads, fabric, dried flowers and other materials. The finishing touch will be to learn how to put a doming layer on your work. And you will find out how to use resin without needing expensive equipment and learn all the tricks of the trade to overcome any problems. This workshop is suitable for beginners or for those who wish to refresh their skills. Participants will also get the use of all the tools, a buffet-style lunch, refreshments and a tour of the new studios and meet some of the presenters and a chance to visit our brand new Gemstone Museum. All for this fantastic price. Call the on-screen number now and book your place early to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
You're watching Jewellery Maker. We are live if you're currently watching at just about 10 o'clock in the morning. I hope you're well. We've got a brand new in 3-strand pack. Now with our 3-strand packs that we're doing or our bundle offers that we're offering, you've got a fantastic saving but for a limited amount of time. It's until 9 o'clock the following day. So let's crack on with this one. It's a beautiful 3-strand pack. You wouldn't necessarily use all the gemstones together, but to use the item code that's going to pop up on your screen, you're going to get a fantastic saving. Hiccups again. Within this 3-strand pack. Now I actually, bear with me a second. I'm going to move that multicoloured agate just out of the way for a second. Oh yeah, that's some organite we've got coming up later. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, I know. Can you hear the ooh, ooh from Alison? I've got a strand here. Are we supposed to have the strand that we didn't think we could have, but it's here? Yeah. Okay, I won't just. Yeah, I might reveal something to you a bit later. Right, let's get on with them with this 3-strand pack. This is a 3-strand pack as it comes to you, but I thought I'd just give you a heads up seeing to the strand. alongside another couple that we've got coming up later in the show. So first of all, you're looking at approximately 51 carats of stunning 4mm round lavender amethyst. It's pretty, it's elegant, it's feminine, it's a great size, well, particularly if you're going to be doing beady beads. That's really, really, really lovely. Approximately 51 carats, full 38cm strand. The next strand. Deanna, what price are you doing on this, hun? Not a chance. Get it down, girl. It's Sunday. No! Get it down lower. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's do something amazing. I was going to say something then, but we've been, I don't know. I had a really long day today. We've then got this amazing crockle quartz. They're faceted puffy coins. They're 12mm in their diameter. I just have to let you know that usually, typically when we do these, they've been around between $9.95 and $12.95 previously, just for this strand. Lower. Lower, 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 Deanna, come on. I'm gonna force this every single penny out of her. Go on, another couple of pounds off that. You can do it, it's a Sunday. Come on, everyone's expecting bargains. It's bargain Sunday, come on. Everyone's gonna need more money to spend on the high-end strands. That fly really is here. And then we've got also a multicolored agate faceted rounds, and these are 10mm in their diameter. Look at that amazing variety of colours. Look at that purple, that fuchsia pink. You've got a charcoaly black tone in there, the greens, the turquoisey blues, a beautiful mulberry hue in there as well. Now the code is VOGC80. You've got 3 strands of genuine gemstones. We're going to do a fantastic offer. It's only until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Deanna, if you saved us another couple of pounds. Come on, right. This was going to be on offer at around about £18. That doesn't interest me today. I think we need to get this so it works out less than £5 a strand. So that's what we're going to go and do. But it's only until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, when which time all of them will resume their usual prices and go back up to, how much, sorry, Deanna? £24. So, lavender amethyst, crackle quartz and crackled agate. Let's do it. This is a brand, as in it's a new offer of a 3-strand pack at $14.95. It's working out less than £5 per strand of genuine gemstones. Now those crackle quartz are just extraordinary in the centre. I know you're going to get a lot of use out of these, but just let me remind you again that coming up later in the show we have genuine tanzanite, whether that's a combination that you consider like a tanzanite, it's going under 50. Amazing. Absolutely extraordinary quality tanzanite, all 4mm rounds coming up later. So this is a very, 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 very versatile 3-strand pack that's going to work alongside a lot of varieties of not just different types of gemstones, but different qualities and different calibers of gemstones as well. Excuse me. So your lavender amethyst, the multicolored crackle quartz, and then the crackle quartz in the center. So 12mm in their diameter, 10mm and 4mm. Lots of you on the phone lines getting those. We're busy, busy, busy now at $14.95. Let's move on to our next one. Okay, now with this next one, we're actually going to see a demonstration from Alison, because we're not giving her time to breathe in today's show. Now this is a very, very, very elegant 3-strand pack. Not this one, that one's now, graphics are coming off your screen, $14.95, going very, very, very quickly. Moving on to this one here, what you have is a really lovely 3-strand pack that includes labradorite. Look at the clarity of these. Absolutely amazing clarity. Absolutely exceptional clarity. And actually, this would be really nice with the depth of the deep blue from the previous kit alongside this. So can you imagine, because you've got the red, white and blue in the previous kit, we didn't have a white gemstone in there. And the depth of the blue would be amazing in there. Alongside that, you've then got genuine garnet. Garnet, of course, known as, so this, of course, you've got, it's the white quartz. They're faceted squares and they're 12 millimeters. Now, they are double drilled. You've got more scope with them being double drilled for different designs. And this is what we're going to see with Alison in just a second. Then the garnet you've got in here, this is 3 to 4 millimeters. Beautiful genuine garnet. It's January's birthstone, known as the Queen of Gemstones. Then look at this labradorite here, where you've got that labradorescence, you've got that golden schiller and that blue schiller. That's beautiful. XXG C54. Labradorite, quartz and garnet. Free phone number on 0800 644 655. XXG C54. So that's labradorite, garnet and white quartz. And that white quartz is beautifully clear. It's just like, can you see any inclusions in that white quartz detracting from the clarity? And you can just play around with so many different colorways going through the thread. I think it's quite interesting to show you as well. I don't usually get to see this image, but if I just show to you, you've got double drilled and there's double strands going through each one, so they're good substantial size holes as well. Lots and lots and lots of scope with this. XXG C54, so again, this is a new for today. Deanna, what are you thinking? Whatever you're thinking, I'm thinking lower. Oh. Genuine labradorite, look at that labradorescence all the way from Canada, the labradorite that you're seeing there on your screen. What was it supposed to be? What would it actually be tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning? £24.35 is what it would cost you tomorrow to get all of these strands. £24.35. In which case, why don't you just take a few more pennies off, Deanna, and then we can get it like exact discount. She's saying, oh yeah, I see what you mean. I'm hoping she sees what I mean. That's the one. 0800 644 655, take a little bit more of a hit, a few more pennies on there, in order to give you today a very clear, distinct. That's not it. I wanted a direct £10 saving, so we'll take another. It was £24.35, wasn't it? So we're going to do it £14.35. Every single penny is a penny more back in your pocket for you to. I don't know why it's done a price slash for 60p, but that's just the way the graphic system's decided to work today. We'll go with it. It gives us a saving. £14.35. The saving really is from what you'll be paying tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Should you choose to get these 3 strands, it would cost you £24.35. £10 off. Genuine labradorite, genuine garnet, and incredibly clear quartz. Free phone number 0800 644 645. We're going to go over to Alison any moment now and see a demo. Do you need you to bring these over to you, Alison?
Please.
Okie doke. So with it being the double drilled of the clear quartz here as well, it's going to give a little bit more scope and versatility to the designs. I'm very intrigued to see what you're going to do.
I'm just looking for some crimp beads. And do
you want me to get you some crimp beads?
Yeah, please, Lucy.
Do you want gold colour?
It doesn't matter really, because they're going to be covered over anyway.
They're going, oh, that's true. Hang on, I think we've got some.
So,
should have some. Yeah, I've got some. How many would you like, hun?
Just a couple would be lovely, thank you.
Okay, I've got you some gold colour ones here.
These are beautiful.
I'll give you 4.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what I was thinking with these is the double drilled lend themselves really lovely to doing a bracelet.
Yeah.
But what I thought was the garnet are so gorgeous, how amazing would they look in between? And then we could do a beady bead in the centre with these.
Now we're going to see this from start to finish, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Right, everybody.
I feel like
Snuggle
I'm doing
in.
the Olympic marathon today. Somebody's going to chuck me a sports bottle of refreshments at some point.
Just call yourself Bradley Wiggins today.
No problem.
He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, today is the day, I think.
Today's the day. Don't fall off, Bradley.
Don't fall off, Bradley.
So, what I've done is I've cut a couple of pieces of... Why have I started talking in a Yorkshire accent there? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I've took a couple of pieces of the beading thread and just to get started, so, you know, don't go stingy, cut loads is the official technique. And I think what I would do if I was starting off with this is where she thinks vision is quite handy. Do you know, I was like this the last time I was on with Jenny, I couldn't see any holes. Right. There we go. So I'm going to pop. Oops.
All right then, Jack.
It's usually me. It's nice when it's someone else.
Just so you know, they've altered the camera position, hun, so if you want to aim for about there, then you'll be spot on.
Okie doke. So, I'm just...
See, Alison doesn't get to hear my information that I get in my ear, you see, so that's why I'm telling her. There you go, you're perfect now. Oh, well, it was perfect until Bambi decided to destroy the set. That's it. You've actually bang on perfect there, Bambi, where you've just adjusted it to, so well done. Crash banging and
no worries. So all I'm going to do there is pop a crimp bead on and put it through a toggle clasp, and I would probably use silver plated myself with this, but I just grabbed some out of the previous kit as they were to hand. But you know, people like gold plated as well, don't they? So I guess it's personal preference.
I tend to quite like gold plated or gold colour with garnet.
Yeah, because it's the richness, isn't it, of the red works quite well with it. So whatever.
But yeah, it's your choice. We're looking at a 3-strand pack here. Now it does look quite funny with the 60p slash on your screen. Just to reiterate to you, it's supposed to be 24.35 and it's actually slashed to 14.35 for today only. It's just until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I tried your trick yesterday, Lucy, because I can't wear plated jewellery, so I actually coated
with clear nail varnish.
A necklace with clear nail varnish, and I had absolutely no rash on the back of my neck by the end of the day, so it definitely worked.
I've been doing it for years.
I'm really sensitive to it.
That's I was talking about it on air the other day. If you use plated, or even with some of the copper as well, if you've got a sensitivity, or it depends on, I think it's in your DNA, I think it's a genetic thing, whether you react to copper or not, whether you get a green mark on your skin from plating. Something that I was saying that I do, and I really recommend that you try it out and just do a tester patch. I'm not saying that it definitely works for everybody. I'm not saying it's definitely good for metals, but something I've always done is just put a clear nail varnish on, because then it creates a barrier between the metal and your skin. So if that's something that perhaps if you get an irritant from it, because we do solid 925 sterling silver as well. If you're going for a plated and you're worried about an irritant, yeah, clear nail varnishing there's a very well-known brand of chemist that has its own brand of nail varnish, and you can get it for 50p a bottle for clear. Quite a bigger than average as well. It lasts you ages. It works for me.
You need it for your bracelets anyway, don't you? Just put on your little knot. So,
Oh, I'm glad that worked for you.
Yeah. I wouldn't try it in my ears, I don't think, because I wouldn't want to have big earlobes if I had a reaction. I don't think I'd dare try it in my ears.
No.
But the back of my neck, and usually within about half an hour, I can feel a rash coming up. So
no, Deanna's just said actually she has a reaction to most metals and she's fine with this plated. Yeah. But we do offer the solid 925 sterling silver alternative as well.
Oh look, I'm so busy talking. I've not put a bead on.
Sorry, that's my fault. Yabbering away.
See, I would do that at home when I was, you know, sat on the couch, reclined, feet up, bead tray on knee, distracted by the chatter and the banter and possible appearance of Bambi and others on the show.
Well, yeah, Bambi's going to pop out on screen in a minute. Yeah. He's looking terrified. His little eyes have gone all googly and floppy and flappy. Floppy and floppy. That was really just looking a little bit beautiful and glazed over, Vicky. Look at the colour of you, Bambi.
Where's he been?
Where hasn't he been? He's just on one constant holiday this year. Where did you just get back from? This wasn't Greece, was it?
Spain.
This was Spain. Greece a few weeks ago.
So we're probably at about the halfway point on the bracelet.
Okay.
And so we're going to stop there and do the beady bead for the centre of the bracelet. Okay. So you could use the monofilament, but I find it, at home I would use it. It's a little bit more fiddly, but you obviously don't see anything. But here I would find it almost impossible, and I'd never be able to see anything because I'm not this close.
Okay, so for the sake of the demo, we're going to do it with the bean thread,
so
but
if
you'd
I just
recommend mono.
Move that to one side.
Okay.
So with the labradorite, I'm turning into Linda. Labradorite, which is absolutely gorgeous.
It's beautiful. This 3-strand pack at $14.35 includes genuine labradorite, folks. Genuine labradorite.
So the beady bead technique is very, very simple. You start off with 4 beads, and then you take one of them, the last one, and you cross thread it, and that is the start of your beady bead. And I'm just going to alter the beading thread so I've got a bit more on this side so I don't run out. So that's the start of it, and then you put 2 onto one side. So I can see these ones a bit easier because they're not so dark. And 1 onto the other side, and I'm getting some lovely colour off this as I'm threading it as well. Are we in the right spot there? Yep.
Yeah.
And then literally, just turn that around. You do the same thing. So you take the beading thread and you cross thread it that way. Get it the right way, Alison. Okay, and then you've
Did you notice Alison talks to herself as well?
Yeah, but we do this at home, don't we? I do it when I'm doing macrame, right over, left, under, all
the time. And if I didn't talk to myself, so for all of you out there who talk to yourself when you're making jewellery, I just want you to know we all do it.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. So putting 2 on that side.
There's 2 on that side, and 1 on that side. When I moved house, I did find yet again, despite it's not long since I moved, enough beads to make a bracelet. Isn't it amazing?
They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
I know we're going to have a new carpet in our spare bedroom at some point because we've got a new wardrobe, it doesn't fit in. So we started pulling the carpet up yesterday. Seed beads? I thought I was good at vacuuming. Obviously not.
So to finish it off, you literally put 1 on either end, not the 2 that we were putting on before on one side, and then you come down to the first bead that you've put on, so to this one on this end here, and you literally just cross them over. So put the thread through that last one and pull, and then take the other side and put it through and pull. Pull. It's like
well, that's good.
play pigeon shooting. Are we okay for time?
You're fine, hun. Absolutely fine.
And then you just manipulate it.
Did you notice that 3 threads worth have gone through that labradorite now?
Yep, loads. I seem to have ended up with a thread somewhere that I didn't intend, but there we go. So you're just manipulating it through. And then to get that secure, all I do is I just keep going and threading it through and threading it through and threading it through both sides till you eventually, because you've got loads of, you know, the hole in the bead's big enough that you can do that. And I would, with the illusion thread, the monofilament, you could just put a little knot in it because you wouldn't see that, and maybe just put a little dab of your nail varnish on the top of it. But that essentially would be your beady bead. So then you go back to your necklace. So I'm just going to put a little knot in it just to pretend that we've finished that, that off. Is that okay? And then snip that and pray that it stays together long enough to do this now, because I've not finished it off properly. You can just take your 2 threads that you've done and just find somewhere to go through it. So somewhere that looks fairly central. There we go. It looks more of a tube, that one, I'm not sure why. There we go. And put it in the middle. So it becomes your feature. And then I've done 2 of the garnet again. These I love, absolutely love, because the faceting is so delicate, isn't it? But it really catches the light.
Again, this 3-strand pack that Alison is using will just go on and on and on. It's the beautiful quartz, the garnet and the labradorite. Ignore that price slash of 60p on your screen. That's a graphical memento. We've actually got 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It will go back to £24.35 for all 3 strands. That's a massive £10 reduction on your screen today. So it's a £10 reduction from £24.35 to £14.35 for you today. £10 off, and only 1 post and packaging price. That's genuine labradorite. These double-jeweled clear quartz are beautiful as well, aren't they?
All 3 strands. I mean, you know, using them together, fantastic. But equally, these would be really good staples to have at home in your stash. You know, you're going to want to use them, and they're really, really good feel, good quality. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're at the end, and that's a bracelet mate. How long did that take us, Deanna?
Oh, minutes, literally. About 6 minutes.
6 minutes, there we go. So we've
Amazing.
got a crimp bead at the end. And you could do this with elastic, really. You could do it as a stretchy, couldn't you? But obviously it's nice just to kind of finish it off as well. So the crimp bead's on, the end of the toggle clasp. I mean, I've not measured this, I've not used the bead tray to measure it, so I'm doing a bit of a rough guess, but I would say for such as Lucy with a very slender wrist, this would fit very nicely.
Oh, I don't know, after my padstow experience on my holidays. Pardon? I've put weight on my wrist. I haven't measured them, to be honest. Wouldn't surprise me. I ate my own body weight in clotty cream, fish and chips and pasties. Oh, mega.
Did you go to the famous Padstow chef's restaurant?
Yes, all 3 of them.
Oh.
I know.
Did you meet his doggy?
No, but we stayed in a cottage right opposite his house.
Oh, cool.
He wasn't there. Neither was his Porsche. He's in Australia filming in his other house. I know.
And then all I would do to finish off is just take your little crimp cover, and it's just those final touches, isn't it? Which,
yeah, absolutely.
you know, you've got these left over from probably one of the other kits that you've bought recently anyway, because there's so much in them. It's virtually impossible to get it all used up.
I really would get this 3-strand pack. It's amazing value for money.
I think it's really pretty. And you know what? There's enough there to do a necklace, earrings. There we go.
Gorgeous. Shall I
Would you like to
demo?
model it,
Yes,
Lucy?
I would. And keep it.
Well-
Thank you, darling.
See, that was perfectly designed.
See, telepathically I was going, that's my length, make it like that. That's very lovely. Ah.
The colour of the garnet's so rich, it really kind of lifts it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's beautiful. And look at the shilla. What is it, Bambi?
Shilla.
Shall we have a little bit of a Bambi fix, Vicky? He's saying no. Come on. Come on, Bambi. Come on. For those of you who've never met Tom, our fabulous technical operator, and here he is. So you've been on your holidays, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've been to Greece the other week.
Yeah.
And then you just rudely decided to swan off to Spain.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you will be. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was good.
Obviously really rubbish weather. Look at the colour of you.
Terrible weather, yeah.
Dreadful weather. Did you miss us?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Any particular message for the viewers out there?
Just, keep watching, keep making jewellery.
Hey! Thanks, lovely.
All right.
Vicky will be like,
Okay. Something about radiators she's putting on Facebook at the moment, but I don't think it's appropriate to talk about it on a Sunday morning on live television. But Vicky, hopefully you enjoyed your fix there. So just once again then, this bracelet that you've just seen whipped together by Alison, not particularly in a very quick way. That's how long it takes to make. Obviously, if you're just starting out, that beady bead might take a bit longer. That is so beautiful to have those double drilled clear quartz, genuine garnet and labradorite. They're on offer today. £24.35 in the morning. Ignore the £14.95, that's a mistake in the graphics. £14.35 for you today. £14.35. Alison, thank you very much. You may resume your challenge until we come over and bug you again for another technique. Thank you very much. Now, still to come, of course, we've got 4 incredible high-end strands. Have a look at this one, though. This is going to be our first one that we're going to do in literally a few moments, not long to wait at all. So that is not the same strand that's corresponding to your details on your screen. That's a beautiful high-end strand of extraordinary quality, raspberry hues of very, very, very impressive tourmaline. And that will be coming up for you in just a few minutes' time. Discovered back in the 1800s in America. We've got a fantastic story to tell you about that. Very rich in iron, hence that incredible depth of colour that you've got there. Talk you through that gemstone and a bit more information regarding that and how you can use it when we come to it very, very shortly indeed. Right, where to next then, Deanna? We're going to do the tourmaline now. Oh, in that case, let's stop the music. Okay. It's here. And with this strand, you are going to be making a purchase which is incredibly different than buying the 3-strand pack we've just done. It's different than buying your other single strands that we do because of the calibre and the rarity of the gemstone. This is a gemstone that you typically see set into solid 18 karat gold plus, not just on our sister channel of Gems TV or Gems TV Extra or Rocks TV, which now broadcasts to the States, but also within very high-end jewellers worldwide. High-end jewellers and worldwide designer places. This is a gemstone that you would see, wouldn't look out of place in the likes of Boodles, Tiffany's, Van Cleef & Arpels, etc, etc. It's quite an amazing, amazing quality of gemstone as well. How we have got it for this price, and I have worked in the jewellery industry for a number of years now, and it's no secret I used to work for a very, 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 very famous and pricey jewellers. It would not look out of place in one of those jewellers. So this is actually, tourmaline is an incredible gemstone, and it's primarily found sort of in either Mozambique or Brazil is where we tend to see it. And it makes sense for them both for tourmaline to be seen across both of those countries, because actually when you have a look at a picture of the Earth's surface, they actually would join together like a jigsaw puzzle. So when the Earth plates have separated, and effectively we're talking about geology when we talk about gemological aspects of gemology, we're looking at geology, aren't we? Because it's the formation of the Earth, it's the formation of the different mineral properties in the surface, and it's the moving of plates. I've got people on the phone line already, so I'm going to get this summed up quite quickly. So you've got the forming of plates. As they have moved, mineral properties shift and change. Now, the first mention of a tourmaline gemstone historically and actually in a museum dates back to about 1400. When it was actually first discovered, it was known as a variety of different names. It was then known for a long time just as you know, a beautiful pink gemstone with an unknown name. And it wasn't until a largest quantity was discovered in about 1822 that this really came to fruition. Now, some people would classify this colour as a rubellite. If it was classified as a rubellite, our price tag on your screen would be significantly higher than we're going to do it today. It's a pink tourmaline. A pink tourmaline, known within the industry to many as a rubellite. It hasn't been given that definitive classification, therefore the price is lower. Now, it's also known as a gemstone, which is called diachroic. And when you've got a gemstone that's diachroic, it can look slightly different colours depending on the light sources. I'm going to urge you to be quick. I've already got people there. I have to say at this point, you know what? This is going to be an amazing price. You compare it to anywhere in the industry. Let's get the details in for you here. You compare it to anywhere else in the industry, and if you are not bowled over by the quality and the price of this piece, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee and you send it back. But they go from 2 up to 4 millimetres, and this is actually a 40-centimetre strand. It's one of the most high-end strands of pink tourmaline that I think we've ever had. It's 25 carats. Now, if you want to do a carat comparison, bearing in mind that if you look for a 25 carat price comparison, you're going to find prices in thousands of pounds for a 25 carat, because it'll probably be quoting you for a single stone. A single stone is going to be ridiculously higher in price. So we can't price compare in terms of carat weight for a solid piece. But what you could do is a direct comparison, because there'll be other places that all seem similar to this. We have researched and researched and researched, and we truly believe we are the lowest in the industry. If you find that we are not, let us know, send it back, we'll give you a full refund. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee and you've got nothing to lose. Have a look around in the industry. I don't believe there's any other gemstone that offers this particular hue and saturation of colour. You've got tourmaline coming around 100 different colours. Probably the most prolific, probably the most status type of tourmaline would be that of a Paraíba tourmaline that we source from Brazil. Alongside, second to that, is the rubellite. It's this pink tourmaline. I'm not legally allowed to use the word investment. I'm not allowed to imply that you are spending your money in a wise way. But what I can say is have a look elsewhere. Really, really, really don't undervalue the jewellery you make if you use this. You may well, and I would advise, you're likely to be charged for a valuation on the jewellery you've made, but if you're using this type of gemstone, Get it valued so you're not selling yourself short. Have a look where you can get this caliber of clear tourmaline. Look at the colour, look at the clarity. They're going already on the web. We're going to get to limited stock very quickly if we're not careful. The best of luck, it's brand new in today. It's going to go in a matter of seconds when we're looking at £29.95 for this caliber of this extraordinarily special gemstone. I've got somebody who's just taken 4. If you're in the industry, if you're a professional and you're wanting, it's not just us that sources gemstones. Maybe you're used to buying this caliber of pink tourmaline elsewhere at a higher price. $29.95 is outstanding for this caliber, and that is the word that's really crucial for you. The caliber of the gemstone, it's that colour, it's that clarity, it's the cut, it's the caraway, and that price is amazing, and we are close to running out. I'm going to put it up to my neckline. It's 2mm up at the top, going down to 4mm in the centre. Even if you were to just restrand, it's outstanding. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Hold the phone lines for me there. I'm hoping you're all going to be successful. I can't guarantee it. There's so many people on the phone lines wanting this. It's jam-packed. LJV V88. I've got somebody who'll be answered in 9 seconds. You're the next person to get it. 0800 644 655. After that, we've got a little bit of a queue, and then I'm going to wish you luck. Somebody's going to be answered in 20 seconds. At $29.95, we're looking at approximately a 23-second queue. We've got limited stock on that, and that's now all been allocated. So hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. Last person there who needs to be answered. Good luck. There's a situation where if you're shopping on the website and you haven't yet checked out your basket, we've got people on the phone line and they're ready with their car make payment to put straight through, and I don't know if you'll be successful in getting yours. I don't know how the system's quite working at the moment, so if you have allocated yours on the website, you need to check out your basket now or you will lose that. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've got a guarantee, reassurance, and that will just last you forever. I think it's very telling when a gemstone has been around since the 1400s and it's still looking as good as it probably did back then. That's very telling about how hard it is, and that, you know, the hardness scale and the longevity that the gemstone has. And that is just, should we have another little look at that? Look at the twinkle, look at the sparkle, the scintillation that we have from that gemstone. Okay, I have got 4 different strands of very, 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 very beautiful gemstones in today's show. The next of which will be kyanite. We'll do this a little later. Kyanite actually gets its name from the Greek word kainos, which means blue. We're actually talking about a gemstone from the 19th century, and it's one that's very much affiliated with that of meditation. You might have heard it referred to blue as blue sapphire. In some countries. In India, for example, it's known as a form of blue sapphire. Now, that's not strictly true, it's just the labelling that some places give to it. So I'll talk you through all of that, and I'll make sure you're equipped with a lot of knowledge regarding that gemstone. I'm liking the opportunity to give you a lot of gemstone knowledge today, because I think it's with the calibre of gemstone you're working with, I think you need it. Not just to be able to appreciate what you're getting, to understand what you're buying, but if you are going to be selling your jewellery, and we know a lot of people do, I think it's lovely for you to be able to pass that information on to your clients. So I'll make sure you're equipped with a lot of knowledge. You can always just have a look on websites and things as well for some extra gemological information, but I'll give you as much as I can in the time frame that I have on the show. And that kyanite is amazing. So let's just have a look at this kyanite once again. It has a chatoyancy which is so incredibly rare. And it has quite an amazing history to this gemstone, so I'm going to talk you through that when we come to it very shortly indeed. But right now, should we do another bundle offer? Here, let's do this bundle. Now, this is a whopping bundle. I think it's fair to say that this is an essential. Don't you think, Alison, black gemstones?
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
No.
They're just one of those colours that the more you've got in stock, you don't ever want to be in a situation where you run out of a black gemstone, because you can always call upon it. If you think about with your polymer clay, whenever you're doing your Sculpey clay pieces, usually as your backdrop you'd use a black or a white, and I think it's fair to say that if you are wondering what gemstone to put with another gemstone, either you can call upon a black or a white and it's going to work. Just before I move on to this, I have a personal announcement to make. Stop the music! Thanks. Because I'll be hung, strung and quartered. Is that right?
Drawn.
Drawn. I'll be drawn and strung and quartered and look, and no stringing involved. Or a little bit tired. If I don't say hello to, now they call themselves the Golden Girls, and this is my mother, my godmother, and pretty much like my second mother, who is one of my mum's best friends and my best friend's mum. Cynthia, Patricia and Lynn. All right, they're watching in Portsmouth this morning. They're on the holidays. Probably a little bit jaded from last night. Mum, did you have more than one glass of red? Because that's it if she did. I tell you, it should be good for nothing today. Yeah. So they're in Wales now. I have got them all completely 100% addicted to jewellery making, and they did promise that if they could, they'd send in a picture of them all with the bead trays this morning. My mum's just got her large toolkit, so she's getting into crimping pliers at the moment. And they're watching today to do a bit of holiday shopping, and you're going to get it sent to where you're staying. I love it. So they can be making by the end of the week. I love it. I love it. So they're having a girly break at the moment. So, hiya. All right. They call themselves the Golden Girls. I call them the Three Stooges, or the Three Witches of Eastwick. All right, ladies, lots of love, and give my love to Black Rock Sands. And do me a favour, go to the rabbit farm in Cricket this week. Thanks very much, and go and get me Fonzie a friend. Thank you. So that was just a personal hello to my mum and to all of you out there watching, and my godmother and my best mate's mum as well. But just to say, now I think it's fair to say, and I'm sure they won't mind me saying, they haven't been making jewellery a particularly long time at all. Probably about on and off for about 6 months, really getting into it in the last 3 months as they've all now retired. And I think it's just a confidence thing as well. And so I know that they'll all be sat there this morning following Alison's designs as well. And if you've got the facility to record the show, but just in case you haven't got the facility to record the show, and I don't know if you've got internet there, ladies, but you can always see the show later when it's uploaded onto YouTube as well, if you've only got a free view facility. And that'll be about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We will upload the show onto YouTube. So we're live on Freeview until 1 o'clock. If you don't get a chance to see the repeat shows after that, you can indeed watch those on YouTube. So without further ado then, whether you are just starting off or if you have been experienced for quite some time, the black gemstone is one that it's an investment. It's a time to really take the plunge and, you know, stock up on your basic essentials. But as an added bonus, a little freebie in this today, we're going to throw in a little pendant as your little free gift. And it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. It's a 40 by 30 millimeter black onyx faceted oval shaped pendant, and it's a 60 carat piece. A fabulous little free gift for you this morning alongside the 3-strand bundle, methinks. I'm going to pop it up to the neckline so you can get a little bit of an insight into how big it looks. Now this is a type of piece I'd love to use my gold colour findings with. Free phone number 0800 644 655. So the code on this is BCG. Ow. Do you remember your BCG? Deanna's still got the markings, so have I, yeah. BCG C32. Let's get those details up on the screen for you because this is going to be going quick. So we've got a big pendant there at 40 by 30. That's coming to you completely as a free gift with 3 strands today. Now we've got 3 different strands of black onyx, and the way that they have been polished or frosted depends on how they're going to look. The first of which is a 14 millimeter. So they're large puffy coins, a 14 millimeter in diameter, which gives you, because it's been frosted, it gives you quite a different look than the highly polished, and I'll show you the difference in just a moment. I've made a frosted quartz and citrine necklace, and it does look fabulous. It doesn't look as glitzy and as blingy as if I'd have used the highly polished. So I think you can, if you're not someone who's really into your sparkle but you love wearing jewellery, I think the frosted gemstone is a really fabulous way to go. So they're a 14 millimeter, and that's the black onyx frosted puffy coins. They're faceted and frosted. Now the next size down is a 12 millimeter, and this has been really highly polished, and you can see how the luster looks completely different off a polished black onyx. In fact, I'll put the other strand up in a moment just to show you the difference. And then the final one, which again is frosted, is a 10 millimeter. So you've got a 14, a 12 and a 10. And then of course we're giving you the black onyx faceted oval as a freebie. So you've got a discount on all 3 strands, and then we're giving you the pendant as well for free today with this code. So can you see the difference? You've got a real bling, sort of vibrant, lustrous sparkle from the highly polished, and a completely different look from the same gemstone, but that's just been treated in a different way. And you can still see those facets, but the luster works in a very different way. Highly polished look, once again, is shown on the large facets, those diamond facets that we see on the oval shaped pendant measuring 40 by 30. Right, this is a brand new in offer. BCG C32. So for all of this, usually you would be getting it for, how much would it be tomorrow? £28.35. 28.35, and when you think that actually works out at less than £10 a strand, and then you'd have a big pendant as well, that's pretty amazing. But what we've done is we've actually ignored the price of the pendant. We've done a reduction on the 3 strands and then thrown the pendant in for free. But this is only until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Your black gemstone is an absolute staple. Free phone number 0800 644 655, 1995 on this. So all 3 strands have been reduced in price, and you've got your pendant in there as well. It's a staple essential bundle offer. BCG C32. It's brand new in today, and it's called Onyx Zone. Who came up with that title? I actually think that's quite good, so let's not say it was Ed, because he'll get big-headed if I said it was good. It's on its own. Thanks for that reaction there, Jack. Whoa. 0800 644 655. It is one of your absolute basic essentials, and to be honest, I think it would work so nicely with our next brand new kit. So let's just take a look at this again, and then we're going to go to our next brand new kit. Alison, are you ready? Oh, I tell you what, we're working you today. Yes, she says, completely
tangled in
wire. Yeah, but worth it though. That's going to be amazing, that piece. Right, are we ready to move on? Let's move on. Okay. Yeah. Claire's just said the tourmaline that we did before would look amazing with this kit as well. So I'm going to do a little bit. Jack, can I be a bit of a pain? Can I give that to you? Is that okay? So I'm going to do one of my desk spreads. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay. 4 strands, satin cord, wire, extra beading thread, 100 findings. I'm up for this kit. Oh, it's called Cocktail Dress. Oh, couldn't you just have a cocktail now? Did you drink lots of cocktails on the beach, Bambi? A few. What's your cocktail? What's your tipple?
A daiquiri.
A daiquiri? A strawberry daiquiri?
Yeah, nice.
A strawberry daiquiri. See, I could do a pina colada right now. Yeah. What's your cocktail of choice, Alison?
I can kind of work my way through the menu. It's not a problem.
Oh dear. It's summer's day.
Yeah.
Think about cocktails on the beach. We do, don't we? We all need to go out for cocktails. Right. Let's have a look then. Where to start? I'm going to start with your essentials that you typically get. Okay, so you will typically get, and you get in this kit, 50 metres of silver colour beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic, and 80 metres of 0.25 monofilament. Are you enjoying the desk spread this morning? This is where it starts to then get a little bit different. Let me just, bear with me a second. I just want to check I'm getting the right things. Yeah, okay. Right. Have a look at this. Amazing colour beading thread. You have here 5 metre, oh hang on a second, hang on. No, that's it. 10 lots of 10 metres of 0.45 beading thread. Look at the colour of that, that's brilliant. In fact, let me just get this out for a second. And I'll just show you. Now, even though it's beading thread, it doesn't work in quite the same way. It almost feels like it's somewhere between beading thread and wire. And we'll talk to Alison about this actually when we go over to her, because she'll have been using it. And that's lovely, and I actually think there's some scope perhaps. You know, a lot of people have been doing the macrame technique with beading threads, and that's with the wire. I think you could get a very, 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 very different look using a macrame technique, but using this. Gorgeous. That is a really gorgeous colour. Okay, so you've got there, that's 10 lots of 10 meters, and I bet you I can't pop that back in the thing now. Oh, come on. I'll just leave it like that. So 10 lots of 10 meters. So far in this kit for cocktail dress, you're going to be getting 50 meters silver colour beading thread, 6 meters clear elastic, 80 meters of 0.25 monofilament, and 10 lots of 10 meters of 0.45, giving you 100 meters in total. Right. So already, you know this kit is giving you a lot more value for money than we typically see. Let's get the details up for this kit once again then, please, Deanna. Let's get this rocking and rolling. And I tell you what price are you doing this kit at today? And the price it should be at? Yeah, I'm thinking you need to give us a bigger saving on this. Yeah. Even lower. Yeah, go on. Please. Come on. The lower we go, the more we'll sell and everyone will be really, really happy. I'll leave that with Deanna and we'll move on. So, talking about macrame once again, look at this satin cord. Now, it feels so, so beautiful, and this is hot pink, isn't it? It's actually been classified as a rose satin cord. I've actually got some beautiful roses in my garden, this colour right now. I didn't plant them, they were there when we moved in. I'm not that green fingered, you don't have to do a lot with roses. So it's a 1.5 millimetre, and it's a satin cord, and it feels so lovely to work with. And what I love about it as well, when I've used this in the past, it makes really lovely pendants, and it makes really lovely long style necklaces as well, because it feels like it's a little bit padded, so you can actually put quite a fair weight on the bottom of this if you just want to do a pendant, and it's not going to dig in. You get 5 meters of that. Now the extra difference here as well, we then bring in wire, and we've got 10 meters, and this is 0.6. Now with the 0.6, this is silver plated, it's pink colour, silver plated copper wire. I've got to urge you to dial quickly because we've already got people calling up for this. The details will be coming up on your screen as soon as possible. 10 meters, and the 0.6, now the 0.6 is great if you're wanting to, now a lot of people do make findings out of 0.6. It can sometimes be just a little bit too flimsy, but it's brilliant if you want to make rings, or indeed a little bit more wire work, wrapping techniques. If you want to do the loosey cuff style bracelet, if you've seen that before, you do a structure with a 1 millimeter or 0.8, and the weaving of wire in between tends to be under a 0.4 or 0.6. So 10 meters of that as well. Right. You already know you're getting all of that. This kit is going to be going under £30. You're also going to be getting a large and a small, let's pop that there, a large and a small organza gift bag. Now this is a kit that comes with 100 findings, and in this instance, they're silver coloured on top of copper, so silver plated, where you have got 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers, 10 of the closed jump rings, 10 plain beads, a metre of the twisted oval loop chain measuring 3 by 4. You've got 10 eye pins, a pair of the earring chandeliers, 20 of the crimp beads, 17 by 19 millimetre heart toggle clasp, a 13 millimetre toggle clasp, and a 7 millimetre bolt ring clasp and jump ring. 100 findings in the silver colour. Now, how much do you think all of that would come to so far? 100 findings, the wire, the cord, the beading thread, the monofilament, then your typical elastic and your typical beading thread. Well, just so you know, this beading thread alone is £3.95 on the website. Let's move our way along. And this. And all of these. And the cord. And the wire. And the large and the small organza gift bag. And in that bag, 100 findings. Let's now focus in on your genuine gemstones, and these are gorgeous. You just get so much in this kit. Amazing value for money. Let's start off first of all with this shell, and it is pink shell and it is beautiful and it's been printed and they're 18mm rounds. Look at that. Do you know what I'd love to use with that? What colour? A turquoise. Really zesty. Lovely. Remember, Alison's only been allowed to use what is in this kit, nothing else outside of it. But you can bring in whatever colour and whatever gemstone you'd like to. To really, really work in the stark contrast but give a big designer look is to then bring in a bit of the old bling with faceted onyx. Eight by 4mm on the black onyx. 185 carats. So the shell and then 185 carats of the black onyx. They're faceted rondelles, 8 by 4. You've then got genuine pearl. And with this pearl, which are potato shape, or actually no, I take that back. They've been classified as a baroque shape. I would have said they were potato with the rings around. But what's really fab is within the rings of the pearls, you can see that you've got some of them, of which your wire of your 0.6 would fit in and just nestle in and settle on that groove really, really, really nicely. So a full 38cm strand of those pink baroque pearls measuring 9 by 7. And then on top of that as well, and these lovely tower-shaped hematite, and they're 8 by 8mm each. Look at those. Hand carved. So in total, hand-carved hematite, baroque pearl, faceted black onyx, printed shell, large and small organza gift bag, 100 findings, 100 meters of the pink colour beading thread, 50 meters of the silver colour beading thread, 6 meters of clear elastic, 80 meters of 0.25 monofilament, 10 meters of 0.6 wire, and 5 meters of 1.5 rose-coloured satin cord. Are we ready? What sort of a wow price are you doing on it, Deanna? We're going to do more than a £10 saving on it. Let's do it today then. It's good. It's best of luck to all of you. You've got one post and packaging price, and tomorrow it's going to go up to £36. So £24.95. Get it today. Go for it, go for it, go for it. To buy everything that's here on your screen at its current price / reduction, to buy everything individually, it would be at £36. It's £24.95 for you today. In fact, £36.95. XSG C18, this is the cocktail dress kit. 100 pieces of the 925 sterling silver. I'm going to take my water over. See Alison. Nice big slurp of water. Better. Oh my word, this is amazing made up.
It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is like Christmas Day when the kits arrive, you know, for the show, and you just open it and you're like, ooh.
It's like having a delivery and you've not had to pay.
Yeah,
nice.
Fab.
Right, talk us through, where did you start?
So I think I actually started with this little one here, which is out of the earring findings that we looked at in the gold plated earlier.
Oh yeah.
And then at the bottom of it is one half of a toggle clasp, just for a little sort of silver feature at the bottom of it. I was just thinking to use the cord for something other than macrame, and you know, quite often you do go into stores and they've got them for sale necklaces on a cord, and how few beads that actually takes to make quite a long, you know, summer necklace that you can chuck on with a vest or something like that.
Let me show the back of this actually, because you've done a sliding knot.
Yeah.
A very perfect sliding knot actually. Check out the technique of Alison.
We'll be doing that later.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So we're going to learn how to do that later.
The sliding knot was one of the things that stopped me using leather and cord and things to kind of master it, and I've got a really easy technique that I found for doing macrame that I'm going to show everyone today.
Brilliant. Okay, fabulous. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this is the first one you started off with. Yep. Where did you go to then?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Well, shall we work
I think I did the macrame bracelet.
If you look at this. Oh, excuse me.
And I used the pink cord, you know, the 10 metre spools. I used the pink cord as the fixed thread in the centre for that, because it goes through the pearls absolutely lovely. So it enables you to have the silk thread as the feature.
That pink colour cord is amazing, isn't it?
That hot pink is the colour of jewellery I've sold absolutely the most of this
Really?
year. Yeah, no word of a doubt. It's the colour I've got on my toes, it's the colour that's flying out, every...
And that's the same colour as the shell. Let's have a look at the shell just here in this necklace. And it has got this wow factor about it, this particular hue of pink. And that's a very simple necklace, just going between the pearl and the shell, pearl and the shell. And the simplicity, I mean, it just works.
Yeah,
it just works. It's beautiful.
Simple, isn't it? Beautiful.
Oh, that's me destroying the set. Sorry.
And then obviously we've got the longer necklace there, which is just
it's a fabulous
asymmetric.
set here. Look at this.
Using everything really, using the howlite, using the rondelles, absolutely lovely. And the howlite just gives it that va-va-voom, I think.
The va-va-voom, that hematite.
Hematite, what did I call it? Howlite.
Howlite.
Yeah, wrong colour, wrong stuff.
The hematite. Real sparkle on that. Working with, if we look at the bottom down here, we've got earrings to match just there. Just the towers, so you've put two towers
which
together.
kind of gives them a look of a longer bead, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's lovely.
And the bracelet, similar. So I've used some of the silver plated balls out of the finding kit in there as well.
Oh yeah.
And obviously in the necklace used some of the wire in there to make some of the links.
Yeah, nice. Lovely, lovely. And then we're going to look at these earrings next.
Yeah. So they're really easy technique Debbie showed a long time ago, and it made me, I just thought, why did I never think of doing that with wire? You know, you can do it you can do it the reverse of that, so you just thread the wire through. I'll just bring it up, make a little loop, and the tower just stays in place, there's nothing under that. So it just stays there. So it just gives it a little bit of a feature at the top.
Just so you know, there's a little bit of a queue there on the phone lines. Don't worry, we've got plenty of this in stock. I'm hoping you're going to be successful. We're looking at approximately 3 minutes and 48 seconds for the longest wait there on the phone lines. You're answered in the order that you call in, so good luck. Now, if you haven't wanted to buy this kit yet, you will now. That was really attractive the way you just did that, Lucy. Alison!
Yeah, that's my second happy accident of the day, really. So when Rachel started using the plaiting of the wire, I thought, oh, I quite like that effect.
You thought, oh,
yeah. And I did the ring, but I actually made it too long, so it was. But then I just used the wire to wind it down. So.
So the more you put down, the smaller.
The smaller it would become.
Oh. Shucks.
It's one of my favourite rings I've ever made, I think.
Mate. Deanna's just said, my producer Deanna's just said that she nearly walked off with it.
She did, yeah. Had to claim it back.
Maybe if you're a very good girl at the end of the show. And so we're going to learn how to do this?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Fabulous. So that is a really good point too. If you have got the facility to record the show so you can keep playing it back. But like I said earlier, by the end of today, by about 4 or 5 o'clock, the whole of this show will be uploaded for you on YouTube. Right, okay. Oh, and I'm so sorry, but we now have more people on the phone line, so we do have stock available. We will be answering your calls in the order that you call in, so good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. And just watch the technique while you're holding. Bearing in mind, of course, if you are shopping on the website, make sure you have checked out your basket, because you don't want it to then go out of... I believe there's some sort of problem at the moment, or whether it's intentional or not, I don't know, where if you have allocated to your basket, if you haven't checked out but somebody on the phone line wants it, it can come out of your basket because somebody else is ready to pay there and then. So I think it's on a first come first served basis of payment. I believe is happening. Whether that's intentional or not, I don't know. But just as I did the announcement for you the other day, I always like to try and keep you informed. It's something that I've sent an email on, and I'm waiting for an answer back. And can I just say at this point as well, I know some people have been making some queries on my Facebook page. There's very little I can do to help you because I'm not a Jewellery Maker helper. If you have any queries at any point about anything, if you speak to our call centre team on the number below, or if you go to our JM helpers page, so Jewellery Maker helpers, then you can pop your questions over to them there, and they're just brilliant, and they'll be able to help you.
I've used it, and they responded. You know, it was late at night and they responded the next morning. Really fast response.
So if you don't want to be on the phone lines, you can just do it on the JM Helpers page, which is fab. So back to this ring. Oh, now then, I've got confirmation. I've got confirmation of what's going on. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, right. Putting it in, we've just had a phone call through. Is that from JM Hill? From Paula. Hiya, Paula. Wicked. Right, brilliant. So, Paula, I sent you an email this morning, so don't ignore it now. This is the one. So, putting it in your basket is like putting it on a wish list. It doesn't confirm your order. So, it's just the same as when you shop online with a particular shop where I bought some jeans the other day online, which I can't mention, but so it's like having it on. Well, that makes complete sense, and it means that it's absolutely, it works in the fairest way for everybody, because we don't want situations where stock is just stuck in the system. There's somebody who really wants it and somebody who isn't really that bothered and never intends to check it out. So it works in the fairest way. So it's still only one post and packaging price, even if you check out 20 million times a day. So that's a brilliant way of putting it. Basically, putting it in your basket is like putting it on a wish list. So don't just wish. Do it. Own. Right, let's do it then.
Now I have to say, usually I bought a vise at home to do this, and I got one for about £12 from a DIY place.
A vise?
A vise that you would, you know.
I don't think I've used a vise since CDT at school. How exciting.
I know. And it's useful because I put it on the edge of the desk and then I'm kind of working away from it.
Would your G-clamp that work just the same for Gizmo, or do you need a bit more space to clamp down?
I think it's the tension it gives the wire, so you can really kind of pull away from it. So I've got a clipboard. I'm hoping that it works. Bear with me if it doesn't. But I'm sure if you got, you know, kind of the big
bulldog clip.
Big bulldog clip, that could work as well. But what I've done is I've put the wire underneath, and then the other thing that I've just found underneath as well was a bit of tape, because I thought, you know, be inventive. I don't want it to, I'm going to pull on it, so I'm just going to stick that underneath there. And I'll explain what I've done.
You just need it to...
A bit of tension.
Bit of tension, keep it in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I've done is, basically, if you can plait hair, you can do this. It's 9 strands of the wire that's in the kit, and we're going to make the this part of the ring first. Okay.
The actual frame of the ring.
Yeah. And I know Rachel's done this before. That's how I learned it. So it's all about the sharing. So we've got 9 pieces of wire, and what I do on the vise is I get them to the point where they're flat like that, and then I nip it into the vise, and that's sort of the tension that you're working with in the vise. So it may be that we plait a bit and then the actual tension gets better on here, but we'll have a go.
Okay, and again, Alison, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Just to give you an update, folks, it has all gone. That kit now has all gone. So if you are currently waiting on the phone lines for that, I'm afraid that it has gone. I'm so sorry, but the great news is I've got loads more coming up in the show.
There's
lots more exciting things.
Another fab kit coming up.
You just love her.
There is? I love it.
Yeah, and those, do you know what, actually, that kit could work so nicely with this, because of the blue and the pink I was talking about. But of course, we've still got the tanzanite, we've got the kyanite, and we've got the morganite. It's going on to £20 today. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so.
Oh, actually, it's working better than I thought it would.
All right, so maybe a clipboard might be the way to go.
Yep. Because sometimes you don't want to kind of invest in something, do you, if you're not sure if it's going to be something that you would use. But, actually, it's pretty good. So all I've done is use the 9 strands of wire, separated them into 3 threes. That's all I've done. And then I'm just plaiting it as you would. Literally, if you had one of those dolls when you were little that I had, that the hair grew out of the top and you did all sorts of things to it.
I did have one until my best friend's little sister decided to give it a haircut and a number 1 all over. Just something I'm noticing here that you're not going to be able to see on the camera particularly well because the light's bouncing off it, but Alison's keeping these wires really flat so they don't overlap each other at any point. So you can see there. You can see it.
I know when Rachel does it, she uses the nylon covered pliers so it doesn't damage the wire, but I just use my fingers.
Oh, okay.
We're all different. We've all got different sort of techniques.
That's why it's nice. That's why it's nice to have different designs on, because every designer has their own little way of finding ways to do things.
It probably would be a little bit tighter if it was in the vise, but hey ho. Doesn't detract from anything, so that's definitely enough. Or we're going to have the biggest ring ever created, ever anywhere in the world. So we can get this off here now, sorry.
So you don't start plaiting from the very top?
No, because you're going to use that to thread the pearls on, weave it around and bring it down. So I'm going to show you that bit now. So if you've not got a ring mandrel at home, panic not, get a big thick chunky biro and that will do just as well. This is a, I don't know what the official name is, it's a shaper, isn't it, that you use to shape wire.
I'm so sorry because Deanna was feeding me information at the same time when you were talking then about a text message that's come in, which I'll tell you about in just a second. I'm so sorry. What was that? Sorry.
I don't know what the name of this is, but it's a shaper or something like that you use to shape wire. So this was what I grabbed from underneath.
I've always called it a plastic mandrel, which I don't know if that is the official term, but I think, yeah, a mandrel. I know we have the wire, the metal mandrels, which I do believe are currently out of stock. I think we should have some of the plastic ones.
Yeah,
and we are getting some back in.
I just use the plastic one. Yeah. So basically, we're going to get rid of some of this. This is way too much. But if you were working with a small piece, you wouldn't be able to pull it and get the tension. So I think you kind of need, quite a bit of the wire.
I mean, you get quite a lot. You get.
Yeah, and what I do when I'm doing this with the bits that I have left, I have an old jam jar that I've washed out, and then I have...
I'm glad you've washed it out.
Yeah, it would be a bit messy otherwise. And then I take all of these bits when they come off, and I just pop them in there, and then I use them to make links and, things that are later date, because there's no waste.
The text message we just had was from, who was it from, sorry? Christine in Lancashire, who said, if you don't have a vice to hand, she finds a husband very useful for holding onto the wire and giving a bit of tension. So there you go. If you happen to have a husband or a fella or just some random person nearby,
just
hold
go
on
out
to
on
this
the street. Hold this. Sure they will, postman.
I don't know legally where we stand with saying that.
Could get into trouble.
Maybe somebody you know might be better.
Yeah, perhaps.
Might need to sharpen up those wires, mightn't we?
Mind you, I'm trying to cut 3 wires at once.
I sharpened mine up the other day with a knife sharpener on my wire cutters. I'd used them. I won't tell you what I was using for cutting them for. I couldn't find any scissors, but I made them completely blunt. But literally just a knife sharpener. So if you're struggling with your wire cutters, just use a knife sharpener. You can get them from shops that sell things for £1.
So then what we do is we take it and keep it in the 3 threes, and then what I like to do is just take one section and just wrap it around. So you're starting to bring the ends of the wires together, and then just snip that off, which might take a little bit longer with the blunt pliers. There we go. Get rid of those, and then take the flat nose pliers and give it a good nip in. And you don't need to worry too much about that being too rough, because actually when you wrap that round it's going to cover that over, so it's not making contact with the skin.
I'll just pop that down there. So, I'll put it there. There we go.
And then if we do the same on the other side and just wrap that around, so it doesn't have to be massively neat and tidy, this bit, which is good because I don't like to do neat and tidy.
It's nice to see the 0.6 being used in a very structured way as well, because the more of them you use, the more structure you're able to achieve.
And what's good about it is when you get to the bit where you're threading it and weaving it through,
you've got 0.6
it bends
to fit
more,
through.
and it fits through. So what I did before we started with the pearls, I actually took a piece of wire and tested it. So all of these, she says, hopefully, it actually goes through, because there is an odd 1 or 2 that you it doesn't, and it would bend the wire. So if you do want to do this, try it out first.
She's good, this one.
I like to try. So do the same on the other side. This is kind of, it's fun stuff that you can do while you're watching TV, or obviously the kids are off now, aren't they, and things. So, but it's not detailed, so it's kind of, you know what I mean? You don't need to be intensively concentrating on it, I think.
You can make it while you're watching
Yeah.
or EastEnders or Emmerdale.
There we go. So
it's saying limited stock on your screen. It has actually gone, so we're probably best just to remove the graphics from your screen, so not to confuse you there, folks.
And then what we do is, now obviously you end up with something that looks a bit spiderish. It's the same process if you do a bracelet like this. And you just start off by threading a pearl or a couple of pearls on. And what I did was I just used some of the silver beads in the findings kit and put those on as well. So I'm not going to put one of those on just yet. And what I'm going to do is just put one on the other side. And you're just playing around with it really. You start to bring it together from this point. So,
if any of them you do find any of them a little bit to get through, that's why in your small toolkit, you've got it in your large toolkit as well, but you've got a bead reamer. Let me just see if I've got one to hand. I don't think we have one to hand actually. It's the pointy bit. Looks pointy that comes in your small toolkit. There you go. You can see it in the right hand one. You can see it next to the boxes. And if you just pop that into the pearl, brilliant for pearls, and it works like a nail file, you just give it a little bit of a twist, this rough surface, it works like a nail file, and it just takes off a little bit of the internal dimensions so you can get a thicker or a more wire through or a thicker wire through.
I use mine quite a lot. It's always out at home.
Actually.
I use it when I'm making metal clay to make little holes in. And then if you fired it and you need to kind of give it a bit, use it a lot. So all we're doing is starting to bring it together. So we're just sort of doing a bit of a construction on the piece. So using the pearls that we've threaded on, just start to kind of build it up and wrap it around. And then you're just adding onto it really. So we've put 2 on.
So you can see this ring actually looks quite large at the moment, but remember Alison's going to be working a lot of gemstones into it and then coiling the wire all the way down.
And you know, as you get better at it, you would get better at what length you actually needed for a specific size. But I think actually this bit gives it a bit of detail, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll just show you that again.
So then we'll go back and we'll add a few more beads on.
It's nice with the silver beads.
The silver beads
well.
just kind of give it a little lift. I think I need some different pliers. Oh,
there
did
you
you hear
go.
that? There we go.
Nice and sharp.
Bing. Where's that one gone?
So yeah, sometimes if you're cutting your wire and the pliers aren't quite sharpened up enough, it can deaden the wire, sort of give it a bit of a stumpy end to it, and therefore the pearls aren't going to go on quite as easily, which is what was happening before. So like I said before, you can just use a knife sharpener to sharpen them up.
Yeah, and then I've just put 3 on there with the silver in the middle, and we're just starting to build it up, so you can kind of go wherever you want to go with it really. And I think when Rachel does it, she does it differently. She puts a bead on each one and brings them together, does a twist, brings them together, and then does a little loop on the end of the bead.
I mean,
so
different techniques, yeah, different ways, and just having a play with it. There's no rules.
Yeah, we like things with no rules.
I reckon.
Makes things fun, doesn't it? When you don't quite know how things are going to be. Makes it more interesting. You're going to love this kit when you get it home, anybody who's got it today. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just bringing it round, and you just basically keep, I mean, we're going to get a different look out of this one today, but it's, you know.
But that's the nice thing as well, every single one will be bespoke.
They're all the same, yeah. Because sometimes it's that bit where somebody says, I really like that, will you make me one? And you kind of go,
I'll
I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, because it was, you know.
A happy accident.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just carry on in the same way.
Yeah. So just building it up. And I think probably what I did on there was I left the wires a little bit longer, and it allowed me to kind of do some finishing off and wrap around a bit more. So I snipped them quite short. If you leave them a little bit longer, you can then wrap it round. But equally, you could just add some wire in and keep wrapping it around. It wouldn't really matter. I'm just going to twist that down.
Excuse me.
And then it's very quiet in here.
Concentrating.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we haven't seen anything like this for ages.
Okay.
It's nice.
I'm quite excited. In 2 weeks' time, I'm back on the show, and the day before, I'm going to a ring wire work get together with the Northeast beading buddies, and Louise is coming to show us how to make lots of wire rings. How fab's that?
Oh, I love Louise.
I'm a bit excited. Want to learn something new.
You see, our designers are just always learning all the time as well. It's fab, isn't it?
Oh, resin. I'm in love with resin.
I haven't had a go yet.
Oh, Claire must be sick of me. I keep emailing her on her website. Claire, can I do this? Can I do that? If I put this with this, is that all right? And she emails me back, yep, that's fine. Just do this, just do that. Made some moulds of rings and went to a very cheap high street store and bought some just cheap rings that you can put into the mould. There we go, so we've got a different shape. And I think that is maybe slightly bigger than it was.
But for the sake of demoing
But
on
for the
live
principle,
telly,
you know.
you'll get the idea.
So what I would probably do there is, if I'd cut it too short, it doesn't matter, then I'm going to make this nice and long.
This wire goes on for ages.
It goes on forever, doesn't it? Because, you know, if you think about it, I use some in the necklace and stuff, there's loads of it. But I'd definitely use some to kind of wrap that around just to give it a bit more detail. Yeah. But to do this bit, it's easy, easy peasy. So...
And this is the final part?
Yep. Just start, you don't have to start at the end, just start somewhere and then just wrap it around. And this is kind of what you would do. You know the pendant that was in the black, what was it called? Onyxy something, the pack kit that we just had?
I'm so sorry, I was listening again to my next lots of instructions to say that we're going to be doing the Wall of Fame. What's that, sorry?
You know the black 3-strand pack?
Oh yeah,
the
Onyx Zone.
Yeah, Onyx Zone, that was it. I was being a bit thick and couldn't think about it there.
No, you've just been multitasking the whole show, Alison.
I know, while I'm doing this, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with that bit in the challenge as well?
So you literally just
wrapping it around. But that would look lovely on the top of that pendant as well, you know, that sort of effect.
Yes, it would.
So I'm just going to
get Onyx, the freebie that you're getting today in that.
Get rid of that bit at the top, and then I'm going to bring this back around and just thread it through somewhere just to finish it off. So actually with that bit that I've got there, you could do a bit of wrapping with that as well. So just pulling it through, bringing it around, threading it back. You know, you've got gaps that you can just tuck it into. So this will fit a horse, if a horse had a finger. Don't think there's any of them available in the gallery to try it on. But you get the idea.
You do indeed. That's exactly the correct technique.
So that could be a pendant now, because it's so big now. But that's the idea.
That's brilliant. Well, we saw the exact technique precisely. Thank you so much, Alison. And as always, this will all be photographed and popped up onto the website for you to see it later. But right now, let's have a look at some of your designs. Let's go to the Wall of Fame.
This is number 125 and it's from Kirsten, and it says, I made this using dyed green howlite and sterling silver finding. I thought it was malachite actually when I picked it up. It really looks like it.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh yeah, and a malachite pendant from my stash. So there you go, all blend together marvellously.
It does.
Loving watching JM for all the creative ideas. I love the new format of the guest designers on the Late Show and love to see more shows like that. Fingers crossed I win. Fingers crossed for you, Kirsten. Well done.
Number 125, good luck. 126, very elegant here. This is from Anne King. Hi Anne, and it says, hi all at JM, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's made from lemon jade, purchased in a 3-strand pack some time ago at JM with some yellow and green pearls from my stash. All wire, and the hair comb is of course from JM. It looks so fresh and summery. Love watching JM. I'm now retired and watch nearly every day, and it's an amazing way to relax and switch off from the rest of the world. Fab, 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 she's put. Just bought lots more wire, combs and tiara bands and can't wait for my delivery. So hoping for a win soon, otherwise bank manager. You don't want that when you're retired, do you? Love to all at JM, keep up the good work. You all deserve medals and a top award in the TV awards. You're all stars. And thank you very kindly. And we really look forward to seeing some more of your tiara and comb designs, because that's beautiful. We've got a real flair for colour there. 126, good luck.
This is number 124 and it's from Celia, and she says that she's used some strands of graduated faceted multicolour Amazonite. Love that, Celia. I've got that strand, it's gorgeous. Interspersed with gorgeous green freshwater baroque pearls from the pearl bead box and a pair of matching drop earrings, finished off with a sterling silver boat ring clasp and ear wires from a JM kit. All worked out at under £6 per set.
Wow.
Can't buy plastic for that. Absolutely you can't, and very unique. Well done, Celia.
Celia, that's gorgeous. That colour combination is beautiful. Good luck. And the final one for now is 127. This is from Sue in Essex. Hi, Sue. Hi all at JM. Here's my 4th entry for the Wall of Fame using 4mm pyrite and Dalmatian jasper, with your sterling silver findings for the necklace and a simple stretchy for the bracelet. Love all your shows for the fun, bargains and guest designers, and love seeing them on the Late Show if I can get to watch these days. Have a great sunny weekend. Shh, we have sun here in Essex today. Out loud she's putting. Big hugs and wishing you all well. Sue in Essex. Sue, that's an absolutely gorgeous design there, hun. Well done to you. 127. So we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, what are we going to be doing, Deanna? A massive discount bundle and... oh my wordness! Oh my wordness! Oh my goodness and oh my word all in one go. Oh my wordness! The spectacle of one of our high-end strands. Now, if you would love to enter the Wall of Fame, here is how you can.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Hi all, firstly, thank you all so much for your support over the last 2 years. Now, as a result of our growth, we are completely out of space in our current warehouse. We even sometimes struggle to locate some of our existing stock, but we are working 24 hours a day to combat these situations, and we're actually introducing new measures on a daily basis. Now, as some of you are already aware, we will be moving into our new warehouse very soon, which is 5 times larger than our existing facility. So we would like to apologise in advance for any occasional inconvenience or delay that you may experience during this transitional period. Thank you again for your support.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
For a number of reasons, One, the gems are absolutely beautiful, and it's a pleasure to work with them. Two, it's a fantastic hobby, and Jewellery Maker supplies everything you need to make that hobby work. And lastly, it's just fun. It's just fun. The programme is fun and entertaining. The people I meet, having made the jewellery and selling the jewellery, and on Facebook, they're all fun and very interesting. And I'm taking on a new lease of life. I'm retired now and enjoying myself.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the Herringbone Weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
New to wirework? Why not come and join us in our Wirework for Beginners course? Join guest designer Louise Jacobson as she takes you through all the basic techniques of using wire.
People would benefit from coming on the Wirework course because it's an ideal opportunity to actually experiment without feeling the pressure of actually buying things and then not knowing how to use them straight away.
You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you to become more confident when using wire in your jewellery. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studio, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes a selection of colours and different gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, lunch and refreshments, all for just $69.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
Want to advance your polymer clay techniques? Then why not come and join us on our new Mille Fiori course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through numerous techniques for creating flowers and leaves, from simple daisy canes to elaborate floral pieces. If you're looking to create unique handmade jewellery, then this is the course for you. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, and all for just $67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Okay, another fantastic bundle offer here for you. So it's 3 strands of extraordinary quality fluorite. So we're looking at rainbow fluorite here, where you've got delicate greens, purples and pinks. And this is amazing to see this spectrum of colour, because this is a spectrum of colour that fluorite can come in. I think it's quite fair to say that quite typically you'd see it in very definite green tones. Now, with these, you've got a 4mm fluorite. It's so cute. It's so cute. You're going to have a massive saving on this for you today as well. So they're 4mm rounds. Aren't they pretty? And you'll see with fluorite, the larger the gemstone, the more intense the colour goes. And we then jump from a 4 up to an 8mm. Incredibly clear. Delicate greens, deeper greens, and then a very, I think it's fair to say it's like an amethyst hue of purple, isn't it? You've got a very typically amethyst, but there's the clarity. Look at the clarity, the clarity, the clarity. Now, when you go for gemstones, there's the 4 main, we call it the 4 C's, so the clarity, the cut, the carat weight, and the colour. Look at the colour, and the clarity, and the cut, and the whopping 330 carat weight of this strand. And usually you would forsake colour for clarity, or you would forsake the cut for the carat weight. You've got brilliant carat weight in all of these, great colour. The clarity is amazing on all of these. You can very clearly see the thread going through, and that's always indicative of incredibly good clarity that you have within your gemstone. And again, scope to play around. I'd be quite tempted, you know the pink beading thread that we had in the previous kit? I'd be quite tempted to use that within these gemstones to thread those onto. So a free phone number of 0800 644 655. You can of course shop on our website as well on jewellerymaker.com. The code on this bundle is JHGC37, and we're going to give you not just a £5 or a £6 saving on this today, not just a 7 or an 8, a 9, but a £10 saving on this for you today. Now at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it will jump back up to its price that you would pay for all 3 strands individually, and that's £26.65. Therefore, you know already, 4, 8 and a 10, £16.65 is going to get you all 3. Now we've got a lot of these in stock, hence why I've been able to do a big price slash on them for you. A £10 saving on 3 strands of genuine gemstones of this gorgeous fluorite in stunning clarity, 4, 8 and 10mm. They are new in today. This is a brand new in today. 3 strands. Yeah, I saw that then, Deanna, thank you. We've got a dinosaur fly in the studio. It's a manic demon fly that keeps coming into shot there, so he's not for sale. And currently, hopefully, will be departing the studio out of the door and into the sunshine. £2.95 post and packaging price all day. Now that's if you'd like it delivered to your door via Royal Mail. And if you'd like a courier delivery, you can use the courier delivery for £4.95. They're sent again to your door. Now, when you do make your first purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker, you do actually have a free DVD and a free booklet that comes to you with your first purchase. In fact, I've got a copy of this. Oh, check her out! Look at Miss Ali Defoy here on the front, looking like a complete utter model that she is. The latest, that's our very own Ali Defoy. Doesn't she look fab? On the Jewellery Maker hub. Her hair looks great, doesn't it? In the red, white and the blue. That's fab. So you will get a free DVD, of which I've got one here. I don't have a scoop, sorry, I don't have one of the free magazines to hand. I'll try and get one of those for you shortly. You will get a free booklet and a free little magazine as well with your first purchase that will tell you a lot of the basic techniques, a bit more advanced techniques as well. And you've also got some gemstone knowledge in there. And then every month with your first purchase every month, you will get an up-to-date edition of the JM Hub magazine. She looks fabulous on the front of there. Ridiculously beautiful. And then you can see. Now, I have a question, everybody, because I just had a very brief look on my Facebook page before I came on air this morning. I hadn't seen it for a few days. I've got a question, and in fact, Alison, I wonder if you could answer this, but I don't know if anyone can answer it, to be honest. A lady's emailed me and said that it's driving her bonkers. Why are findings called findings?
I have absolutely no idea.
I don't know anyone who does know the answer. If anybody out there can tell us why findings are called findings, I think the answer is they just are. Why is a plate called a plate? Why is a coat hanger, well, coat hanger's called a coat hanger because you hang your coat on it. Why is a finding called a finding? I will reply to you. I'll go through my Facebook page later and reply. I've had some lovely messages on there, thank you. But why are findings? So if anybody out there knows where the terminology of findings has come from, it would be much appreciated. And you can text into 60777 and just start your text message, JM Studio. Was that Ed? Does he know the answer? Do you know the answer? Does Ed know the answer to that? 60777. If anybody out there knows the answer, why are findings called findings? I've had an email of some lady who's getting really frustrated because she doesn't know, and I'm now getting the frustration as well. So £16.65 on this 3-strand pack, giving you a £10 saving today, down from £26.65. Your 3 strands of rainbow fluorite measuring 4, 8 and 10 millimeters. Okay, let's stop the music, folks. I want to take you on a bit of a journey now because it's time for us to go to our next high-end strand, and it's one that I cannot believe the quality of it. I think the strand that we have is extraordinary. Could I have a look at the call screen monitor, please? Because then I can let you guys know if there's going to be cues, etc. Okay, there's going to be cues. If this is something that interests you, start dialing now. Okay. Have you ever seen kyanite looking like this on this channel before? I'm moving that around in the light and you're seeing Jatoyancy and you're seeing Schiller, and I'm seeing a lot of people already dialing. Now, kyanite was actually discovered back in the, well, to be honest, there's lots of discussions about when it was actually discovered, but the first time that it's mentioned and recorded was actually not until the 19th century. It gets its name kyanite because the Greek word kynos means blue, and when it was first discovered, it was actually believed a new form of sapphire had been discovered. And because of that, to this day, lots of countries actually refer to it as the blue sapphire. So not a blue sapphire, but the blue sapphire. Now that isn't true, it's not a sapphire, and the mineral properties are quite distant from that of a sapphire. However, visually, it has many visual attributes to that of a sapphire. However, look at this, that's different. Kyanite, again, is when you get it of this incredible quality, you expect it to be seen set into solid gold. Kyanite, I would say probably, again, around the 18 karat yellow gold is quite a prominent fixture for kyanite of this caliber. Now, there's lots of different sort of thoughts about this. One of the main thoughts is, here in the studio lights, you're not getting the best out of it, because the main sort of thought that gemologists think about this gemstone is that it looks best in daylight. We've got an absolute multitude of studio lights here. I could take you just outside there into the bright sunshine and you would see this glowing in its absolute full glory. I wish we could do that. I really wish we could do that. Again, I'm going to wish you luck, because we haven't got a huge amount of these available. The reason being that this caliber of kyanite just simply isn't available. That's then available perfectly colour matched, because to get this consistent blue is really, really hard to do. Hence why we've never done a strand like this before. We've never done a strand of kyanite like this before. And they are beautiful. They're 6mm perfect rounds, and they are perfectly colour matched. So it does look best in daylight, so I want you to bear that in mind when you get it home. Just pop outside and have a look at it. I mean, you can see it looks incredible here in the studio, but you think it looks good now, wait till you see it in daylight. Now, it's a fabulous gemstone that also, historically and sort of legend has it, that if this is placed on a piece of material or string, or in fact, dating even earlier back into the 1800s onto a piece of human hair, the belief is that this naturally wants to follow the Earth's magnetic pull. And for that reason, it has been noted throughout time that this is a gemstone used to help travellers actually find their way, and therefore used as a compass. So there's another little sort of interesting fact for you perhaps to relay to people who are going to be buying the gemstone jewellery that you sell, you incorporating this. Like I said with the rubellite, sorry, the pink tourmaline, as we officially called it earlier, with this calibre, and it's a different status of gemstone than the others that were featured in the show, other than the tourmaline so far. I would recommend that you do get your jewellery valued if you're incorporating a gemstone like this into it. Now, the chances are you will be charged for valuation, so it's absolutely your discretion. But when you're working with this calibre of gemstone, don't undercharge. Just because you're going to get such an incredible low price for it is not indicative of worth or value, and I don't think it should imply the cost that you should then put on your jewellery if you've made it and you're selling it on. I know not everybody does sell their jewellery, but a huge portion of you do, and therefore that's a bit of advice for you. It is extraordinarily special. Please trust me when I say this doesn't look as good in the studio light as it's going to in daylight. We've got limited stock, got a lot of people on the phone line, and for the carat weight of 120 carats, for this quality, and you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can buy with absolute confidence. It's brand new in today. It's going to go at $29.95. This is an extraordinary opportunity for you. It's lower than our intended price on this was initially. There's lots of you stacking up on the phone lines. Right, let's see who it's going to be going to. Congratulations, Barbara. I've got Sandra. I've got a couple of new people joining me there on the first time for on the phone lines. Congratulations to all of you. I've got lots more people there as well. We're looking at a queue of about 2 minutes and 14 seconds if you're the last person who's just called in. We've got a few more of these available for people to join me on the phone lines, but they are going quickly on the website, and a lot of people are checking out their baskets. Remember again, just to confirm, your baskets on the website work like a wish list, and for it to be actually officially yours, you do need to check out your basket. So $29.95 on this. It's the most amazing price. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee, so if you get it home and you don't think it is incredible for the money, send it back and we'll give you a full refund. And you have my absolute word on that. So XSW48, they feel so precious. I'm going to pop this up to my neckline. They're blatantly all going to go in the next couple of minutes. So next couple of moments. So hold the line for me. I've still got the tanzanite. I've still got morganite to bring to you. Really, I should, if I was going to be naughty, I'd say the Tiffany gemstones coming up to you next, because both of which, tanzanite and morganite, Tiffany Jewellers were the first gemstones to sell those gemstones, and we've got them in the studio for you to own today. So $29.95 on that strand. It is beautiful. FXSW48 0800 644 655. One post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. I'm going to wish you luck. Hold the phone line. I can't guarantee if everyone's going to be successful. You will be. Okay, my producer Deanna has just confirmed not everybody on the phone line will be successful, but you will be answered in the order that you call in. And so if you are checking out, if you are putting items into your basket on the website, as it does work simply as a wish list, you do need to check out now. If not, it's going to go to the next person who shops on the phone lines. Good luck, good luck, good luck. FXSW48. Just a little bit of a, for those gemstones there. Okay, let's have a look at something that's coming up very shortly. And I'm going to take you on a journey. I'm going to tell you loads about it because I love it. It's one of my favourite gemstones of all time. We're going to be doing this in about, probably just after 12 o'clock. Okay. Now this is an amazing strand of tanzanite. I have to warn you, this has been advertised all week. It's been sent out in emails. So if you thought there was competition to get the other strands, if anything, there's going to be a little bit more competition to get this strand, simply because a lot of people are aware of its presence on the show today. We're going to aim to do that in just about 15 minutes time. Okay. Now it's time to put Alison on the spot again. You up for another little challenge there, Alison?
Why not?
Why the devil not, eh? We've still got another kit to come to Alison for, and of course she's doing her challenge as well. But this is a 3-strand pack of aragonite. Now, I have had so much fun. I've made some really lovely pieces, and I'd love to say I'll bring them into you, but friends have gone, oh, that's really nice. Can I buy that off you? And I'll go, oh, just have it, there you go. Because it's so reasonably low price. You don't begrudge giving it away as gifts or in certainly, you know, I just think it's amazing value for money. It's brilliant because you can get some quite big looks out of this. So we've got a 3-strand pack of aragonite with 3 very, very different shapes. And it's lovely to see the different shapes give you and exploit and expose, is probably the better word, the natural markings that occur in the gemstone. I've made a lot using these, but in the yellow colour, but this shape, and they look amazing on the neckline. They feel really nice, and they almost feel like they've got a bit of a waxy lustre. I know that doesn't sound very beautiful, but you'll see what I mean when you get them home. How are we doing on stock levels on the kyanite, Deanna? It's gone. Okay, I'm so sorry. If you're currently on the phone for that kyanite, I am so sorry. It has gone. Word of warning, heads up, with the tanzanite, just be on the phone line before we even bring the graphics on screen. As soon as we know that we're going to do that tanzanite, I'll tell you, and then just start dialing for it, because you know you're going to get a great price. Okay, so this 3-strand pack of aragonite, excuse me. I'll just get some size details for you, bear with me a second. So these are the big chunky squares, and they're 3 centimetres in their diameter. Look at that variety of different markings that you've got in there as well. Aren't they lovely? See, I could imagine using these perhaps with some grey quartz, perhaps with some picture jasper. They are mega. Now there's a whopping 750 carats in that strand alone. Oh, big carat weight, I hear you cry. How about 1,000 carats for the rondelles? And they are chunky, chunky, chunky pieces. They almost look like sort of a strawberries and cream sweetie, don't they? Did you hear that from Jack then in the background? You might hear my tummy rumbling in a minute after that. And these are 18mm in their diameter. So they're chunky, chunky, chunky rondelles. You can see they're flush on either side. Beautiful. They are gorgeous. 1,000 carats. And then, see, I love the way that they've been stranded as well. This happens quite a lot with the aragonite. It's like they're graduated in colour, because at the top of the strand you've got your dark ones going into your lighter ones. Do you see what I mean about how all these different cuts are really exposing the natural banding that occurs on them? And they're 10mm rounds, 10mm puffy coins, 140 carats. Right then, all 3 strands of these stunning gemstones. Free phone number 0800 4655. The code is NPGC35. So you've got the rondelles, you've got the puffy coins, and you've also got those amazing puffy squares. Are you ready? NPGC35. We're going to do a fantastic offer on these today. What's the saving on these ones today, please, Deanna? Because I'm all about the bargains. Can you make it a bit more of a saving? Go on, make it more than a £5. Go on. Thank you very kindly. Now, aragonite is a low price anyway, but we're going to do a bundle offer. So using that code at the top of your screen, you're able to get all of these 3 strands. Thank you. $24.95 is going to get you all of these 3 strands, and that works out at under £10 a strand. I mean, you know that you've seen aragonite at around about £15 a strand before for some of the larger ones. You've got 1,000 carats in that one. We've got so many of you ones. I'm going to take this over now to Alison and see a little demonstration from Alison. I know. Gorgeous colour, hey? Yeah, they're scrumdiddly umptious. Oh.
These are kind of on the same scale as that huge ring that I made, aren't they, really?
Yeah, chunky. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of wire, and how far would that look?
I reckon. Looks nice with your nail varnish.
That's just very coordinated. Let's have a look.
So what, have you got something in mind, or are we really putting on the spot?
I have. No, what I was thinking is just to make a simple necklace using 3 of these as a sort of an asymmetric look with a weave, so you actually would be using all 3 shapes of beads within the same necklace, and you'd still end up with stacks that you could use for other things as well. So I'll just get some of these snipped off. These are fab, aren't they? Because they're not quite round and they're not quite a rondelle. They're a really sort of chunky shape.
Big, chunky rondelles.
Chunky. Yeah, we haven't had any chunky. And these are so cute. These would look really pretty with the, you know, the 3-strand pack earlier on with the clear quartz in that we did?
Oh, yeah, nice.
They'd look lovely with those, wouldn't they? So what I've done is I've just cut off a really, probably about almost 2 meters there, long piece of wire. And I've just took a boat ring clasp and jump ring just to make a simple clasp at the back. So I've already threaded on the jump ring onto the thread, and then I've got a crimp bead, and I'm just going to take it up to there. So we're just going to start our necklace off, and I'm just going to flatten that with the flat nose pliers there. So to start off, we're going to start off with the weave, and what I'm going to do so it doesn't feel too heavy at the back of your neck, I would probably start off with some of these at the back of the neck, I think, and then introduce these sort of further around so the weight's more here than here. So we're just going to start off and thread a couple of these on, so one onto either thread, and bring those right up to the back of the necklace. So the only trouble with this is the threads are going to be really long, trying to kind of keep it in the camera shot. So if I leave it down there and I thread up to there, Jack, just give me a shout if I'm driving you bonkers with this.
No, he's giving you a thumbs up. You're doing all good.
All right.
You're all good.
So then we're just going to put one on and pull that down so it just brings the 2 strands of the weave together, and place that like that. And then I think we should have a different colour next. What do you think? Should we have some pinky tones in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to clip that so it's the same length. And then we'll get the details. Look, some of these are absolutely gorgeous. That one looks like a little shell, doesn't it?
Oh, it does,
really
that banding
pretty.
one, that's beautiful. I've just got a little message from my producer, Deanna, say she apologises for the queue on the phone lines at the moment. It's a substantial queue, but we will be with you. Oh, okay, no, so we're all right. About 2 minutes. It's a free phone number. Oh, okay. We're experiencing some high volumes. It's the volume, of course. Got ya. I've got a lot of people wanting these on the phone line, so just bear with us. We will be answering your calls and the order you call in. We have got a really good stock quantity of these available, so you should be fine currently during the live show. If you're watching about 5 to 12 in the morning, it is still the morning, isn't it, on a Sunday, then we've still got good stock available for you on this. And yeah, we're looking at about 2 minutes there on the phone lines. Thanks for your patience. Well worth the wait though, because a good saving there of about £8 for the aragonite within this 3-strand pack.
So
you just carried on
just carried on down there, and then I'm going to use one of these. But are they classed as a rondelle?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I think there should be a chunky rondelle.
Yeah. Terminology. Just pass it on to all the big gemstone people. Official Lucy title for a new stone.
I can't take personal responsibility for the word chunky, but I do like to use it a lot.
So we'll keep going with that for a little while. I've not used aragonite before. And
Oh,
I
have you
like
not?
it. No.
Isn't the texture of it lovely?
It is, and it always makes me think of Henry VIII. Whenever you say it on the show, I always go,
Catherine
of Aragon.
We've got plenty of time.
So, I'm just going to keep doing a bit of threading. So you've got some, these are quite salmony, aren't they, these rondelles. These are kind of a dusty pink. And then you've got a few different tones in those. Really nice. Really, really nice. So this is a really, really simple technique. So obviously any established viewers will know this and use this very well. But if you're a new viewer, this is a great technique that you could get onto straight away. And you can use it to make all kinds of jewellery. So,
big sense of satisfaction in design as well, isn't there?
yeah,
When it's quite
doing
simple.
your own. Yeah. So what I would normally do at that point is kind of very scientifically go like that and think, oh yeah, that's about where I want to start it.
Very, very scientific.
I'm sure other people use like a long bead board and have a precise point, but I'm
You use your
just
neck.
not that
At least you've always
precise.
got your neck on you.
Yeah, it's always there. You don't have to look for it, do you?
Yeah. We are nutters. Thanks, Jack. He's like, yeah.
And I think, you know, when you're at home, when I did that earlier on, I was cutting out the bits of wire. I actually had them all kind of in my mouth at one point. Now, if I was selling it to somebody, I probably wouldn't, you know, do
I'd
that.
like to think not.
But I was kind of like, I can do that. It doesn't look very attractive, does it?
Any
really?
tool to hand. And again,
Yeah.
your mouth's always on you as well.
See? Ooh, I quite like those. Because the stripe on those goes the opposite way to the stripe on those as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just visualising a nice chunky bracelet out of the rondelles to go with it, and a nice ring with a, one of the squares. How cool would that be as a set? Squares would make fab earrings as well.
Oh, you've got me going into glazed over want to make jewellery mode right now. Excuse me.
I'm going to do a little bit more because I'm into really kind of long necklaces at the moment. I think it's because, well, the sun's finally come out, hasn't it? So we do feel like it is.
Yes, but it will be out all week, so don't think you have to venture out into the garden now.
No, no.
Especially because we've got tons of light coming up in less than 10 minutes.
You see, I was thinking asymmetric, but actually, I'm going to change my mind halfway through because I can.
Are you going symmetric?
Yeah. Because I think it looks really nice. I don't like the word nice. It's not a very good sort of descriptive word, but
Classy, that. Yeah.
it's quite linen. You know, if you're wearing your linens and
Yeah,
things,
that would be nice.
this would look
That
really
nice.
good. Right, nice.
And this is just simple beading, but just being aware of, like Alison said, you know, oh, the stripes go the opposite way there, and just being aware of that sort of thing just brings in that designer element.
So this is something you would, if you saw this in a shop, how much would you pay for this?
I don't know if you've realised you've even done this, but you've got the stripes going across on that, down on that, down on that, down on that, and
so
across
they
on that
vary.
one.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I would like to say I did because I planned it that way, but I didn't. I think it gives you a chance to, it almost feels like it's got different textures, although it doesn't. They all feel the same, but
Yeah, the smaller ones feel like they're even shinier.
Yeah, shinier, yeah. And if you think, you know, about the bright sort of pinks that we talked about earlier on, if you don't want to wear those sort of really bright colours, this gives you an element of that too.
It's almost verging on the coral,
Yeah.
isn't it? Which is so on trend at the moment.
And if you think about the chunky bracelet, you know, if you just did a simple bracelet this season.
Shall I stop here? Because you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 that side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that side.
Right, so see, I'm getting carried away.
That's all right.
Next year, chunky bracelets are really, 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 really in.
Get these rondelles now, because they're certainly chunky.
And this is quite gem heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd love to know the carat weight of that overall piece.
Yeah.
You could probably work it out if you break down your strand. You could work it out as an estimate. You're going to be looking at around about 800 to 1,000 carats, I reckon.
Easily. So where are we at? Got 2. Just 2. I feel like I'm on an Olympic time trial today.
Well, you're doing very well, and I think you qualify for gold.
Do we have an award ceremony at the end?
I don't think we have it live, but one can certainly be arranged behind the scenes.
So I've just popped the crimp bead on there, and then you've got the boat ring clasp. You just take that through. And then bring that down and thread, if you can get both through, which you will with this crimp bead. Thread them both through, pull it down. Make sure that your loops look nice and tidy and even. And then just flatten that off. And if you've got your crimp covers, as we talked about earlier, you can just pop a crimp cover on there. I think this would go quite lovely with your top that you've got on today, Lucy. That. There we go. How's that?
That's absolutely gorgeous.
10 minutes, max, if that
Fab.
is it.
That's gorgeous. Can I?
There you go.
Can I? Thanks. Oh, I have to watch my mic.
Colours look lovely because you've got obviously quite a light tan, and those colours look stunning.
It's bronzer. Those colours are gorgeous. Alison, I think I might just have to pop that in my handbag and take that away with me. Thank you very much. Now, just out of interest, before we go to our break, have we had a text message and does anyone know where the word findings comes from? Yeah, what it means, but yeah, not why they're called findings.
I think it's because when you drop them, you can't find them.
There's always an idea. Now we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, you know what it is. Have your credit card at the ready, because if not, you'll miss out on Tanzanite.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Add to your collection with our memory wire DVD, which is full of hints and tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Follow Lucy and Debbie as they take you through how to create bracelets, necklaces and rings using memory wire. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Rarest gemstones. One of the world's most precious gemstones you can ever wish to own. Now our journey starts in 1964, and our journey starts at the base of the Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. It's an incredible, incredible story. And it's because of the Maasai tribe that have lived there for thousands of years. You can thank them that this gemstone can now come into your life. Now, it was in 1964 that members of the Maasai tribe were actually walking around the base of the mount at Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. And it's believed what happened on that day was due to weather conditions a few days previous to that. and those weather conditions had been a huge storm, and during that storm there'd been a huge bolt of lightning which had hit the base of the mount, and in doing so had heated the ground to such an extent that the mineral properties were showing up in a different way because they'd been effectively affected by heat. They were walking around the base of the mount that day and saw, for the time, not knowing for thousands of years that their ancestors, who had been shepherds in the local area for thousands of years, had actually been walking every day on this new found gemstone. Now, an amazing ruby, well, a gemologist who was primarily looking for rubies in the area at the time, called Manuel de Souza, was also in the area. And they knew him quite well. And they called upon him and said, "We've found this new gemstone. What do you think it is?" And he didn't know. And at first, it was thought maybe it was another type of sapphire because of the different colours that the purple blue hues that it had. And it wasn't. So it was taken to the Gemological Institute in New York, where it was then identified as a member of the zoisite family and then later named as tanzanite. Now, in 1969, Tiffany Jewellers took the world by storm by doing one of the largest campaigns you have ever heard of for the launch of a new gemstone to the world. Because if you think about it, diamonds, emeralds, rubies, sapphires have been around for thousands of years. We're talking 1964 and a launch in 1969. So in the centre of Times Square, Tiffany Jewellers took this huge campaign. And it basically, the campaign stated, if you want to own tanzanite, you either need to go to the base of Mount Kilimanjaro or come to us here at Tiffany Jewellers. Well, you don't have to do either of those because we've got it here for you today. It's one of the most extraordinary gemstones. But the thing about tanzanite is it's currently only being mined in one place in the world. And as that happens, there's going to be a point at which there is no more tanzanite. And sometimes, you know, we get to one mine and it's almost all gone and people bulk buy and panic buy and panic buy, this is it. And a couple of other little locations around the area have been discovered. But the reality is Mother Nature only supplied us with a certain amount, and once that's gone, it's gone. Now, I have never seen on this channel a finer quality of tanzanite, because I think the big thing for me in this strand is they're all 4mm. Usually, like we had with the tourmaline earlier, we usually go from a 2 to a 4. They're all going to fit head pin through, and they are beautiful. Now, if you want to incorporate 1 or 2 pieces of tanzanite into your genuine gemstone jewellery that you're making, you can. If you want to do a whole one of these necklaces, you can. If you want to buy 10 of these, and if you're in the jewellery industry, you buy 10 of these and you're getting it at a lower price than you can elsewhere, buy it from us here. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and our buying power to be able to bring to you tanzanite at this price, it's the real deal. This isn't a faux alternative, or it hasn't gone through some bizarre process to get it to such a low deal. The reason is, here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, which is Gems TV Extra, Rocks TV that broadcasts to America, and here at Jewellery Maker, we collectively make up one of the largest stores for gemstones in the world. And gemstone hunters, alongside Steve Bennett and his team, actually get the best deals possible in the jewellery industry. Now, this deal's been hand-faceted for you in our workshops in Jaipur in India as well. So we've got some of the best, I mean, talking about the best people in the trade working on the gemstones to get the best property out of them. And they've been cut to bring out the best of the colour within the gemstone. This is genuine tanzanite. I've got tons of people on the phone line. If you don't love the price, don't get it. If you think it's quite a good price, which is an amazing price, go for it. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. I have got people allocating more than one of these strands to their baskets. Go for it. Make sure you need to check out your basket as soon as you put it in there if you want to keep it. If not, it will go with somebody on the phone lines. Good luck. 0800 644 655. We're going under 50. We're going under £45. We're going under £40 for this today at $34.95, the most amazing price for 50 carats. 50 carats. Now, I've got to say that I've just said that they're not going from a 2 to a 4. They're going from a 3 to a 5. And to be honest, the odd one might be a 3 towards the end. They're looking, I mean, 5mm tanzanites. And that is literally because, you know, there might be the odd one in there that's about a 3. A 5mm, just to get it in perspective, a 5mm in diameter is pretty is a pretty much the average diameter of a half-carat diamond ring. Quarter-carat diamond, half-carat diamond ring is usually about 0.5 centimetre. Obviously, it depends on the carat weight of the piece, but that's just to give you sort of an idea of the size of the gemstone. I mean, look at that there. That is a genuine piece of tanzanite waiting to come into your jewellery. And that's a full 38 centimetre strand guaranteed minimum. UYVV66, you're looking at a guaranteed minimum of 50 carats in your strand. Now we've got on the phone lines. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Please hold the line. You're going to be answered in the order that you call in. They are beautiful. Now, staying alongside this, we're going to stay with the sort of whole essence of Tiffany Jewellers when we come to the Morganite, because again, Tiffany's was the first place that you could purchase Morganite. It was discovered by George Frederick Kunz back in 1911. It actually officially got its name. And we'll come to that very, very shortly. But have a look at this one more time at $34.95. Look at consistency of size. It's amazing. Going up to a 5mm, you could be getting it down to 3. It's carat weight, it's carat weight. Hold the line. I don't know who's going to be successful there. You will be answered in the order that you call in. The best of luck, the best of luck, the best of luck. Now behind me here, we're going to do an amazing offer as our final offer at the high-end strands in today's show, and we're going to do it under £20 for today. I'm going to do it in about half an hour's time. So that's genuine Morganite. JP Morgan is the gentleman who that was actually named after. There's a reason why that gemstone, such an impressive gemstone, such an impressive gemstone that has such a status behind it as well. There's a reason why it was named after the New York banker JP Morgan. Discovered by George Frederick Kunz and officially named back in 1911. We're big fans of that gemstone here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. 101 years of Morganite, and we're going to celebrate that today by taking it under £20. Oh my goodness, amazing, amazing, amazing. We're going to come to our final brand new kit of today's show, of which I think it's fair to say, oh, that's gorgeous. What have you just created, woman? That's gorgeous. Always part of Alison's challenge that we'll visit later in the show. That is beautiful, isn't it? You see, you can make that if you watch Jewellery Maker and you get the bits and pieces from us here. You can make that. I'm going to come to the final kit. Are you ready? Just because we're not working her to the bone or anything today. Right. Really? We now believe all the tanzanite has been allocated. I'm so sorry. I would say check again in an hour's time, because you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes when we will have people speaking to the call centre right now, sometimes card payments don't go through. Some people change their minds. So it's really worth checking again in about an hour's time. Good luck. I'm sorry if you don't get it, but I have got the Morganite going under 20, and I recommend you get on the phone line. Lots of people who did get that were on the phone lines before we brought the graphics on screen. And that's the way to do it. This is called Seashore, and it's just the most perfect name for it because it's like little starfish. Look at the ridiculous gorgeousness of those. Amazing jasper. It's called Blue Butterfly Jasper. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's start with the plain rondelles first. You can see why it's called Seashore. It's got a completely beachy feel to it with the sand and the ocean, hasn't it? Now, again, as with all of our kits we've had in today's show, you're not just getting the kit, you're getting some added extras. And in this one, we've got 5 meters of brown satin cord, which is again the 1.5mm in its thickness. This makes for very, very comfy jewellery. And in fact, we're going to learn how to do the slider knot, are we on this one? Fab. This is it's very smooth. It's got like yeah, a bit of a squidgy element to it, I should say. So it's very comfy, very, very, very comfy to wear and comfy to use as well. So you're going to be getting 5 meters of that satin cord. Now it comes in one long length of 5 meters, so you're not restricted with 5 individual meters. 5 full meters of satin cord there. Now your basic threading materials are also included, of course, which is 50 meters of bead. 50 metres of silver coloured beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic, and 80 metres of 0.25 monofilament. You then have a large and a small organza gift bag. And in your small organza gift bag, you have got 100 of your findings. So let's have a look at the list. Actually, you can see you've got 100 elements there. We're gonna have a look, bring the list live for you. So you can see you have got, excuse me. Can we get it for everybody at home to see, please, Bambi? Is that all right? Thank you. 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 quint bead covers, 10 closed jump rings, 10 of the plain beads, a metre of the twist oval chain, 10 of the eye pins, a pair of the earring chandeliers, 20 quint beads, a heart toggle clasp, another toggle clasp, and a bolt ring clasp and jump ring. So you've just got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. But let's now get down to the real gemstones in question. So let's have a look at this lava rock. Now, it's lava rock in a completely different way. Do you remember when we first got lava rock in, Alison? Isn't this completely different?
This is so polished, it's lovely.
And it doesn't feel, I mean, it doesn't feel like it looks. It looks like it's got a real texture to it, and you can't really feel the texture. You can see the texture. They are amazing. In fact, let me just pop these up onto the neckline so you can get some idea of size. These would be really jewellery for your feet as well. You can get 100 carats of the lava rock, and then there's the 2 strands of the jasper, one of which is the peach jasper measuring 8mm, and the other of which, look at this, really reminds me of Larimar. Does it remind you of Larimar? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 12 by 8mm. Are you ready? Deanna, go on, what are you gonna do? Oh, you can go lower than that. Go on, go on, I dare you. I dare you to take it under 20. Deanna's gone, thanks for saying that live on early, so now I'm going to have to take it under 20. Brilliant! So, the Seashore kit, we're going to go under £20 on the final kit, final brand new kit of today's show. 3 strands of stunning gemstones, large and a small organza gift bag, 100 findings, beading thread, monofilament and elastic, and of course the satin cord there as well. LYGC58. Good luck, first come first served on this. It's brand new in today. It's only available till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's at £19.95. We're going to see what Alison's done with it, and it's a fabulous, and that today, just so you know, if you were to buy everything individually tomorrow, you would be paying £35 and 88 pence. £35 and 88 pence. By getting it today, you're going to go for £19.95. Brilliant saving on this for you. I just think to get that blue butterfly jasper is stunning. And now don't wait for it to get it tomorrow, because I think it'll have all gone. We've got, oh goodness me, the phone lines have illuminated. Free phone number 0800 644 655. That has got such a beachy feel to it, or as I should say, seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells that she sells are seashells, I'm sure. I wasn't expecting to do that then, to get that right.
It's like we've just ventured into a little rock pool.
Yes, a very classy rock pool that I think is likely to be in a foreign destination, perhaps not on the British Isles, just because of the colour of the ocean. Yeah. As always, I'd like you to talk us through, please.
So, this was my, I like it a lot kit, and
just move those earrings.
Really enjoyed making it.
I'm having that.
Simple necklace, a bit like the one earlier on, just something that's really simple that you can throw on, and made the long earrings to go with it, because I love those. They're just, you know, maxi
with the long, I was just about to, with the long maxi dress, great minds and all that.
And the weave technique that we've just done in the
with the
necklace earlier on, and the beady bead that we've done today as well. Just a bit of, and I can't remember what I did originally. I did something different and I didn't like it, and then I put the beady bead on the bottom.
How classy are those earrings there as well at the side. They're so simple. They're so elegant.
I just used a couple of the jump rings in between just to give them the detail.
That's a lovely way of using the jump rings. I need this.
Easy, isn't it?
It's just gorgeous. That reminds me of when I holidayed in Rhodes.
I was a little bit hung up on the starfish at first with things like the hull goes in there and it doesn't go out there because obviously they've got 5 points, haven't they?
Oh,
you know,
course,
kind of thinking about balance. But then once I put things together, I thought, actually, it doesn't matter, you know? It kind of looks quite real.
So the earrings that are there as well.
And they're so light, aren't they? Because often if you had a stone that was as large as that, would really pull on your ears. But they're so light, they're absolutely perfect.
Gorgeous. And then this is just fab, bringing in the satin cord to give us the macrame technique. It's really fab.
So we're going to do that bracelet.
Okay.
And I didn't use the sliding knot in that bracelet, but I'm going to show you how you would do that.
Fabulous, okay.
So I want to introduce you to my new favourite purchase as well, which is this clipboard, which I got from a supermarket where Jamie Oliver shops. And I really like it because it's got centimetres and inches down the side. And I just thought, oh my goodness, that's perfect. Rather than stop-start.
Oh my goodness.
I really like that. So if we think sort of standard bracelets, about 7.5 inches, isn't it? So with this, you can really easily go, you know, the centre of the bracelet, how much of the space are the beads taken up, just like you would on your bead tray, just over. So we've got 3.5, so we want about another 3.5 in total, so less than 2 inches on either side.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking we need to stock these clipboards.
Aren't they good?
Yeah.
So I've used the jewellery thread as the centre for this one because I've put the clasp on the back of it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to fasten that at the top. And this technique is one that I've been doing a couple of jewellery parties, you know, like birthday parties with some kids, and I've been showing them how to make this technique, and it's really simple, and probably people know it, but I just find it really simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and work there, and then I'm going to swap it around.
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing that now, and I didn't do it on there, is that when, excuse me, when you put a dab of glue on the end to finish off your macrame, it means that your dabs of glue are at the clasp, so it's underneath rather than on the top where you finish it.
Yeah.
So just take a length of your satin cord.
And once again, I'm sorry to interrupt you, just to say we are aware that there are queues there. There's a huge volume of people on the phone lines, and you will be at any order that you call in. How are we doing on stock levels? We've got good availability of this kit, so I can guarantee currently at 12:20 during the live show, on Sunday afternoon at 12:20, everybody on the phone lines will definitely be successful in getting at least one of those kits. So sorry to interrupt you. I just didn't want you to think we hadn't thought about you on the phone on the phone lines.
So all we're going to do is take the satin cord and put it under the central thread, and just make a single overhand knot.
And did you say you'd cut 2 1 metre lengths then?
They're not quite 1 metre, I don't think. There's probably too much here for what I'm going to need anyway, but I've made it quite long. And this is, we're going to go fishing. We're going to make a fish.
Fishing.
Yeah. So, you know when I said to talk to myself, when I do macrame, I'm going to be talking to myself.
Cool.
So what you do is you make a loop, and then you take it under the central thread, and then you put it over the other one, which makes a fish. So you've got your fish and your tail. Yeah?
Very nice fish.
Then you take the other thread and you just put it through the loop. So I've been doing this with some lovely young people that are probably about 9 to 10 years old. So it's a dead easy technique. And then, so you do the same on the other side, make your loop, take it under, over, make your fish and pull it through.
I like this. This works for me.
So it's really, I didn't get that first one quite as tight as I would have liked to, but you could unthread it if you were at home and get that really tight. So then under, over, through. How easy is that? Under, over, through. And I do have to say that to myself all the time in my head.
You carry away. Carry on, carry on.
When you've just had a drink of your coffee and you think, oh, which one did I do last? The side that's got the loop on the top is the side you just did last.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go under, over, through. I don't think this is one of the ones that's on the DVD. I think this is one that, I didn't make it up, I got it off YouTube. But I find this the one that I can remember personally without having to put the DVD on to remind myself.
Okay.
I've done all of the ones, I've done the twisted one and everything, but I just like it, it's really easy, and as I say, you know, teaching people who've not done it for the first time, it's really simple, but it looks quite tidy, it's quite square. There we go, so we're going that side, under, over, through.
I'm gonna have that in my head all day now. Under, over,
over.
Under,
it's
over.
It's the fish thing that got it for me, because it's quite a visual picture to think about all the time. And then put it through. So we're going under, over, through. Under, over, through. There we go. Under, over, through. So you continue obviously as far as you needed for about the size that you needed.
Yeah.
So say we were finished there, what I would then do is just do another single knot, and then just take some of the glue that you've got at home and your knots underneath, turn it over and put a little dab of glue just there. But what you're being careful is that if you were doing a sliding knot, you're really trying to be careful that you don't get any glue on your central thread, or obviously it's not then going to slide. So that's really important when you do the sliding knot at the end. So you just put a dab of glue on there, and then with this one you would just finish off the ends, because I've done it with the catch.
So without the sliding knot, you just pop on the
just as you normally would. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if we assume that that's done, all I would then do is turn it over and do the opposite at the opposite end, and then you end up with that, but your glue's at the wrist rather than being at the front. Okay. So if we do the sliding knot, we don't need the clipboard anymore. So we'll just take a couple of more pieces of thread, and with this, so we've got a little piece like this, you know, that you've snipped off at the end. It's perfect for this. So this is could be a necklace. I didn't do one there, did I? Did it on the pink one. So say this was a necklace and you wanted to do a sliding knot at the back. All you do is take the two pieces that are, you know, right at the back of the necklace and cross them over like that. Take the single little piece of thread, it doesn't need to be huge.
They're not twisted or anything, they're literally placed on top of each other.
Just crossed over, yeah.
Okay.
And then take that through, and you're doing exactly the same as you did on there. You're not doing anything different, it's just that the two threads of the necklace are going through the middle.
Right.
So take a single overhand knot.
Yeah.
And then we're back to our fish again. You look really puzzled, Lucy, are you
No,
okay?
no, I'm totally concentrating, I'm loving it.
Okay,
I'm watching it in the screen there.
Under,
this is my concentration frown face, sorry.
Under, over, through. And pull it nice and tight. So we want to get it positioned so it looks really nice and tight.
Look at everybody. Look at everyone's like that.
I just think it's so easy. It's not
this is
complicated.
really easy. Carry on, carry on. It's easy. We're on it. We're on it.
Under.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Through.
You're going through under both of those strands.
Yeah. So both of the strands here are the central cord that you've used there. That's all that it is.
Are you? Jack's well onto this, and so's Claire.
So under, over.
Yeah.
Through. And obviously, you know, the smaller the piece of thread, you're just trying to keep the tension. If you've got loads, you would just use loads. Under, over. You'll be saying this in your sleep. You'll all wake up at 4 o'clock this morning. Under, over. Oh, I didn't put it through. Under, over, through. So obviously the length of it, you know, you can make it as long as you want, can't you, for a bit of detail at the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Under, over, through. There we go. One more. Under, over. And as it's getting shorter, you're just kind of using your fingers to keep it in place. How simple is that? Turn it over.
Yeah.
But it looks so neat.
Yeah, so
it
how are
does
you
really
finishing
look
it
neat.
off?
So just the same as you did there. Single knot,
Okay.
pull it tight,
Yeah.
a dab of glue on there, and literally just a dab of glue there. Cut the ends off either the ends of here. Next, it would just snip
Bambi's
those off.
currently have a moment. He's really excited because it's exactly the way that he does his. And
Oh,
it's really,
you
he's
see,
going,
Tom.
Oh look, so did mine. So did mine.
Great minds, great minds. And then with the ends of these on the pink necklace that I did earlier on, I just put a little knot on it. But obviously, if you have got a bead that you can get
Yeah,
through,
I
you
saw
put a little
that,
bead
you've
on.
done that.
But I just put a
Nice.
little knot on the end, and that just slides. You see, through there. And I was so proud when I did this because it was the thing that I couldn't do. And
Alison,
I
I think that's probably one of the most comprehensive techniques of macrame I've ever seen demonstrated. Thank you so much. I think. Pardon? You missed the what? Jack missed how it ended then.
Should we tell him?
Just a little knot, Jack.
And a
then
tiny dab of glue.
Little bit of glue. So you do yours differently to that, or a sliding knot? Jack's been doing macrame for ages and he'd not mastered the sliding knot, and now he's really excited he can do the sliding knot. Here he is! You're not wearing any jewellery today, apart from your earrings and your ring. You usually got loads of bracelets on, and your necklace. Oh, no, he's not wearing them today. You have to get remaking. Get remaking. Alison, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. Let's have another look at the jewellery. How are we doing for the queue situation there, Deanna? Oh, less than a minute. So when you call in for this kit, it's less than a minute. $19.95, and Alison's made that gorgeous bracelet. We are down to limited stock though. It doesn't state it on your screen, but this is now limited. Oh, it does now. The earrings, I love this. I love this. I love all of it. I love it. I love it. I think this colour jasper.
It's so pretty.
Look at that necklace. Alison, thank you so much. Should we go to the Wall of Fame? We should probably do 8, shouldn't we? Or we're going to do 4. We need to do the Morganite and we need to do the challenge, and then we'll do the other 4 at the end. No. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the Wall of Fame.
This entry is from Aileen and it's number 122. I haven't set my jewellery in for a long time and I've had a go with Sculpey clay, and it was a scrap piece of clay that I was going to just use as a filler, but I really liked the design. I thought it was cord that was twisted together when I saw the picture.
My word.
It looks fantastic. And it's with coffee jasper, jade and black onyx, all from JM. Really love the show. Watch every weekend if I can. It just gets better and better. Love from Aileen in Warrington. Hi Aileen, if you're watching today.
Hiya, and I really hope, if you're watching on the weekend, hopefully you're watching right now because it's the weekend. And that's 122. At 121 here, gorgeous ring, and this is from Jackie, and it says, hi all at JM, I've got a little hooked on making rings instead of earrings. They take more time, so slow my production down. Roll on Christmas when I retire and I can start finding times and ways to sell my jewellery. Still buying and enjoying your shows. Regards from Jackie. Jackie, that is gorgeous. Really gorgeous. And you're retiring. How lucky are you? You'll just be able to be in an indulgent world of jewellery making all the time. Enjoy.
This is number 123 and it's from Teresa in Plymouth, and she says, love it when the sun's out in Plymouth, which it probably will be today.
Yeah,
everyone's happy and it certainly makes a difference to jewellery making. I purchased the Touch of Class jewellery kit last December because I love these beautifully coloured Chinese jade coins. Just didn't get around to using them. Put some tiny coloured quartz rounds with them from another kit, and I think it has a lovely summery look. Absolutely, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I like the balance of the colours on either side.
Stunning.
I'll be off to a craft fair tomorrow, but half hoping it won't sell so I can justify keeping it for myself. Love to everyone at the Madhouse from Teresa. That's number 1.
Gorgeous, Teresa. That's so summery. And down in Plymouth, you live where people go on holiday. How lucky are you? And then the final one for now is 120, and it comes from, it's either Nesha or Nisha. And it says, hi all at JM, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. Enjoying your show every day. This necklace was made using amethyst and pink agate, which were all bought from Jewellery Maker. And this combination looks so pretty, and I sold it with much reluctance to one of my colleagues. Hope this is a winner. Love It's either Nesha or Nisha. Number 120. Good luck there, hun. Okay, so we're going to go to a short break. And on the other side of our break, you know what it is. You know what it is. Be on the phone lines. It's going to go in seconds. Morganite.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
The name tourmaline comes from the Sri Lankan word turmali, meaning mix. This colourful gem was often confused with other gemstones. Sri Lanka was also responsible for tourmaline's first appearance in Europe when it was sold to the Dutch traders in the 1800s.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
One of the, again, most outstanding gemstones on the planet. Please dial now. We're about to launch this brand new strand of genuine morganite. Now, this is actually a gemstone discovered back in the turn of the previous century by a gentleman who was called George Frederick Kunz. George Frederick Kunz was a man of, and is a man noted in history, of huge what's the way to status within the gemological industry. We're going to do this strand for under £20. By the age of 17, he had one of the largest personal collections of genuine gemstones in the world, and it was displayed at the Smithsonian Museum at the age of 17. Now, he was from New Jersey, and he used to do quite a lot of gemstone sourcing in the Waikato Mountains, in the Waichung Mountains, sorry, Waikato's New Zealand, in the Waichung Mountains. And he was known, he became very known within New York particularly, and within the gemological world, as somebody who's, you know, who is this man? You know, he's got all these incredible gemstones. How is he doing this? Where is he getting them from? Now, the problem for George Frederick Kunz was he had the knowledge, he had the gemological and the geological knowledge to know where to go, and he had indications of where he might find new gemstones. But the problem was he couldn't really finance these trips, which is where JP Morgan came in, a massive banker in New Zealand. I don't keep thinking New Zealand, in New York. And he had a huge passion for gemstones, but without that same knowledge had. So he basically backed him financially. He backed him on the sourcing of this gemstone. He was called JP Morgan, hence this gemstone became known as morganite. It's a beautiful array of pink and lilac into some slightly crimson and cinnamony tones of pinks. And until very recently, the only place that you could purchase this was at Tiffany Jewellers, because George Frederick Kunz, when he got such a reputation within the gemological world, was invited onto the board of directors at Tiffany Jewellers. I don't even think he was 21. And he was on the board of directors at Tiffany Jewellers. It's an incredible gemstone that has a femininity unlike any other. Now, it's not the clearest of morganite. It has a few inclusions in, but you're going to get morganite for under £20. And still, this quality of morganite, you would not expect under £20. 80 carats. 80 carats of genuine morganite. They're 6mm, they're drilled. We're gonna have to bring in the details for you because we've got lots of people on the line. I don't want you to be stuck in a queue. Phone now if you are wanting it. Again, you've got a full 30-day money-back guarantee. If you change your mind, you can always return this to us and you'll get a full refund. The code is NZSW43. There's 6mm rounds. It's at $19.95 and it's the fastest people to call in for this, or indeed allocate to their baskets and check out. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Genuine morganite. Now, morganite is a gemstone that here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, of which we are a part, we are hugely passionate about. And if you have been to the studios recently, since the updating of studios has taken place, and we are going to be getting all of this finished in the next couple of months, we're so excited. If you've been fortunate enough to have a look in our corridor that separates between Gems TV and Rox TV that's broadcasting to America, you will see the world's largest cut and faceted morganite, which is in the personal collection of Steve Bennett, one of the owners of the company, and it is beautiful. It's just beautiful. And this is a morganite gemstone. We've got a vested interest into this gemstone, and it's because it is so feminine. It is so beautiful. And the code is NZSW43. We've got lots of people on the phone lines. How are we doing on stock quantity there, Deanna? Okay, 4/5 of the stock have now gone. Hold the line, you will be answered in the order that you call in. Good luck. Alison, I don't think you're going to get your 2 strands that you're wanting of this. I think it's all going to go by the end of the live show. In fact, in the next couple of moments, we're going to leave that with you. You will be answered in the order that you've called in there on the phone lines. Longest queue is 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Good luck to you there on 0800 644 655. It is a free phone number. I just want to do this. I don't think I'll see you again, and I think you're so beautiful and you're so pretty and I really like you. I think I just went boss-eyed on TV, that was attractive. Right then. No, there's no, all the lipstick's gone. I've been eating and drinking throughout the whole show. No lipstick. Right, let's revisit the challenge. I'm quite appreciating these strands with my cream top as it goes, just as we're sat there with the image of it there. So this is what we've given Alison to use in her challenge today. I would be amazed, you've actually made some jewellery. How has that happened when we've interrupted you every 5 seconds to show us more demos? Let's have a look again at this 3-strand pack, 8 and 12mm. So we've got 1 strand of 8 and 2 strands of 12mm rounds. One of which is the perfect round and one of which are your faceted. PNGC27. Free phone number 0800 644 655. So we've got the burgundy, the charcoal, the sage and the gold. Look at that lighter blue there. That's not actually been listed in details either, is it? That's really pretty. Now for all 3 strands, we're doing a crazy price on this today, aren't we, Bambi? Crazy. Crazy. And it works out at less than £4 a strand of these gorgeous pearls. 95. So believe it or not, with everything going on with Alison today, we're actually going to be Seeing jewellery she's made, I don't understand how you fitted it in, woman. You're a
Sure
genius.
how I did.
Oh! Excuse me. That'll be my talk back, just flung away. Do you know what the bizarre thing is? I think after falling on the floor, it works better than before.
We have one earring.
We have 2 bracelets, a necklace, and an earring. Right. Well, where should we? This is gorgeous, Alison. They're gorgeous. You've got so much left.
Oh, there's loads. There's loads of. There's half an earring on there. I made the bracelet first, actually, and I used the 0.25mm wire.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the threading material on that, and then the centerpiece on that started off. You know the leaf technique that's on the website.
So we're looking at this bracelet right now, actually.
It started as the leaf technique, but then as I wove it, it kind of it went a bit asymmetrical, but I quite liked it. So I left it.
I really like that. Let me just take this off the stand and we'll do a close-up because you can see, so the 0.25 of the antique bronze wire is what we've done as our early bird special today for under £5 for 100 metres of it. And you can see, so Alison's used it as the threading material. So that's fab. So it immediately gave you structure from the offset.
Yeah, because that was what I was wanting. I was wanting something that was quite a stiff bracelet rather than sort of a loose on the thread.
I really like that. Those colours are amazing.
And then I just used the 0.8 wire, the same colour underneath, and went back around the bracelet and threaded it across.
I
really like the colours. I like how they work together and things. And I love the blue. The blue kind of lifts it, I think, as well.
Yeah, the blue's in the 6mm. That's fab. Okay, so that's that one, which is a bit more bangle-like opposed to bracelet because it's quite sturdy, isn't it?
That's, I know.
Heavy breathing over a necklace. Nice television, Lucy.
That's a really quick gizmo necklace, which I've just finished off. The kind of creamy coloured beads I quite like because they're a very classical sort of colour, and I thought they do look really nice with the antique bronze. So I've got to say, nothing's finished as nicely as it normally would be because I've been trying to be super fast to get everything
been incredibly speedy
done.
Today.
And then I made a kind of a bit of a beady bead. I didn't go as long as I normally would.
Copper looks amazing with that colour.
It just looked really good with the antique bronze wire. So you could rotate it over and not see the copper, or you could leave it on the copper side, either or. That looks really good as the sort of central choker. Necklace using the faceted shell pearls, just with the
bracelet.
Bracelet.
It's been a long 4 hours.
Just with the little silver bead that I found in a finding stash there, which is cute, yep. And the silver gives it that bit of.
Do I say
bling.
that makes me think of Christmas? Have you started making for Christmas?
No.
Good. I haven't either. I heard an email the other day saying, you know what you were saying people should start making for Christmas? I started in February. What? How organised are you? Amazing, good on you. I'm miles away. Now, Alison, I wonder if we could trouble you for, I know there's one here.
Yeah.
We have a few minutes. Do you think maybe we could make the other one live?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
not? So
lovely colours. I wouldn't have thought about putting those colours together. They look amazing.
They look fab, don't they?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, I've already kind of started on this one, so I just used the central head pin and put 2 of the blue and obviously the faceted one in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And I've not done a wrap loop, I've just done literally the, I'll show you the loop that I've done. And then I've just thread 2 more on. So all I'm going to do now is just snip those off. So we snip and I've just bent it up. If I take that back over, we can maybe see for anybody who's new. So literally you just take the head pin with the ball on the end, put the bead on, use your round nose pliers, bend it over, and then take your wire cutters and just under a centimetre you want, and snip it off. And then if we do the other one as well, just under a centimetre and snip it off. And it's probably ping, 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 ping everywhere. Then we're going to take the round nose pliers again, and there's a few different techniques. I know we've been shown the DVD this week, haven't we, of all the different techniques and things, which is really helpful.
It plays out from 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 till 9, and if you are new to jewellery making, I think it's an invaluable way of just sort of getting your head around everything that we talk about throughout the show. So that's on every day, 8 till 9.
And even if you just record that, you've then got all of those at your fingertips, haven't you, that you can go through.
Yeah.
So if you use the pliers and just put them onto the end of the head pin, and then I just rotate my wrist around to myself to make the loop. And then you just open the door of the loop, take your finding. Did we know why they call findings yet?
Well, funny you should say that, because we're going to address the text messages that have come in after your demo.
And hook it on, and that's it. So same on the other side. Make a loop, bring it round.
You're making the loop first,
and then
opening
you open
it up,
and then pop it on.
Which is easier than trying to make the loop
on
there.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
It would just be hard work.
Yeah.
And you don't make it any harder than you do. So there is a central little loop there, which you can also, in the other earrings that I made in the first kit with the orange colour agate,
oh, yeah.
I had one hanging in there.
Yeah.
But even without it, because there aren't any more of the smaller blue ones left, even without it, it looks absolutely fine. Or you could use a little silver bead from your findings and hang that in the centre.
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alison. You've been amazing today. Thank you.
Lovely.
Should we? Are we going to do this? We're going to do the Wall of Fame. We're going to do text first. What do you reckon? We've got one text for Alison first, and then we're going to do the Wall of Fame, and then we're going to do the findings thing about Okay, so let's look at this, and it says, Gillian in Monmouthshire, thank you Alison, been wanting to try macrame and haven't felt confident, but your fishing demo has convinced me to have a go. Love JM, hugs to you Lucy and everyone. Thanks Jill in Abergavenny. Do you know what? Abergavenny is one of my favourite words to say. I just love it. Abergavenny. 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 I don't really like Abergavenny as well. So,
enjoy your fishing,
much.
Jill.
Yeah, Jill, let's send it into the Wall of Fame. Yeah. And just remind us who you are, because we won't remember. And say that you learnt it from Alison, it'd be fab. So actually, talking about the Wall of Fame, let's go to the final four for today. Hockey Madoki.
This is number 114 and it's from Christine, and it's using the shell pearl with obsidian hearts and rounds, all from JM.
Don't they look amazing? That's lovely to have contrasting textures working together. Yeah, Christine, very designer, Christine, we like that a lot. Well done. And now then, 113. Joan in Stalybridge. Hiya, Joan. Hi JM, here's my latest entry for the wall. All JM gems and findings, white, druzy, quartz, hearts and 925 sterling silver findings. Love the show, you keep me entertained. Joan in Stalybridge, I love that. We've had a couple of people from Stalybridge recently. Should try and track each other down. Fab, good luck.
This is number 115 and it's from Joanne from Solihull, and she says, this is my first necklace I ever made from all my goodies bought from Jewellery Maker. It's for my sister-in-law Karen's birthday, hopefully I haven't given the secret away, and I made it to remind us of Cornwall with the summertime blue skies, sometimes cloudy skies, whitewashed houses in the pearls and the rock from the beach in the Botswana agate. I'm now fully hooked and my family hate the way I take over the TV when the show's on. Keep up the good work, and a big thanks to the call centre staff who were the nicest and most helpful I've ever had to deal with.
Oh, good. Good. And that's Joanne in Solihull. You're not far from the store. In fact, you're probably about 20 minutes from here. Because I know that, because that's where I frequently shop. So if you ever see me there, so, John, that is gorgeous, and I know just what you mean about Cornwall. I know, just got back, and all I want to do is blue and white jewellery. And then this one here is our final one, and this is from Mrs. Dixon in Nottinghamshire. And it says, hi all, attached to my very first attempt at polymer clay. I was fascinated by the demonstrations on Jewellery Maker and using polymer clay, so I sent for the starter pack and then for the set of colours. Although I'm quite proud of a little Zingy, have you seen him on the Blue Price Promise adverts? Yes, and the little girl whose hair took quite a while to do. I know that being the first attempt, they're quite rough, and these are amazing. Hopefully I'll be better with practice and more demonstrations from JM. Everyone's like, oh, about this one. The leftover cut-offs I rolled together and made the pendant and the earrings. Wow. The wires from Jewellery Maker also, and I've made my own little shepherd hook earrings, and I love doing those tiny little coils. So everything you can see here is from JM with the exception of a little bead on a shepherd hooks. Question. Spare cut-off bits of polymer clay, are they okay stored in the box that they came within the kit as they are, or do they need to be wrapped in something like cling film maybe? Wrap them up in some cling film and then make sure your plastic storage box is a grade level 5 of plastic. And if you've got any of our plastic boxes, they're all a grade level 5, hun. So, Mrs Dixon, Nottinghamshire, we love them. We love it all. It's lovely. Now, just before we go, earlier on in the show, I said I'd been had an email from a lady on my Facebook page, a message, saying, why are findings called findings? So I've asked this question because they just are, but maybe there's a little bit. Apparently we've had loads, so let's have as much of a look through as we can. And the first text message comes in from, I don't know who it's from. From who, sorry? Helen? From Heather. Heather, hiya hun. I just did an engine search and the only answer I can find for the reason findings are called findings, that they may be called findings, is indeed because finding the right finding for a jewellery piece is often hard to find. Makes sense, and was what I thought. Hope that you think this makes sense too. Anyway, enjoying the show. Love the ring made and reckon it would fit me as I have. Z from middle finger. Take care, and that's from Helen in Aberdeen. Helen, findings, and you found them, and you found the thing about the findings, and that's really fab that you found the findings, finding thing. Thanks, fine. Let's have a look at what someone else has said. I knew this would be a can of worms. This is from Fiona in 5. Findings are the offcuts of large pieces of metal that were called findings, and these are usually, these are used perhaps. Oh yeah, look, it's just gone lost in translation partway through. And these are used to make head pins, etc., and have stayed as the name findings. That's from Fiona. I see.
In Outer Muchley.
In Outer Muchley. You see, I was too scared to say it, but Outer Muchley. And then the final one is from Lee. Hiya, Lee! This is findings are parts of jewellery that join together, such as clasp, chains or threads. It's from the Old World Ficton, meaning to research. Yeah, there's a couple more. So, you see, so we know that what findings do, it's just, we're starting to get to the bottom of why they're called what they're called. You see, I've just always called them that and just accepted it and probably been very lazy and just gone, yeah, they're findings because they're called findings. Another couple of them in. Okay, first one here, this is from Diana in Norfolk, Oxford Shorter Dictionary. Oh, small items found for repairs, etc. Love, Diana. Okay. Yeah, you see, I'm hoping the lady who posted on my Facebook page is watching, because I'm not going to remember this to put it all on my Facebook page at all. Okay, so the general consensus seems to be it's the excess part of and the small pieces of metal. Deanna, remember that and come out and tell the viewers what you've just said. Yes, come on. No, you do come on, Tally, you do now. We're live, come on. No, Deanna, come on. So Deanna has been perusing all of them. She's also done a little bit of research, and this is our producer Deanna, who hates coming on screen.
Hi.
So, findings.
Findings. The general consensus seems to be on all the text messages that we've had that findings are small pieces of metal that are found using the craftsman or artisan's skill to join and finish a piece of jewellery.
Thank you, Deanna.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for
making me do that.
You're welcome. Right, I'll just attach that onto there again. Right, that's it from us today. Alison, you have just worked like a Trojan horse today. It's been brilliant to have you back, and we know you're back in a couple of weeks. Yep. Can't wait to have you back. Thank you to all of you for watching, and the hugest congratulations to all of you who've got those high-end strands and the other bargains in the bundle offers today. Enjoy the repeat show. Add to your order on the below. I'll be back with you on the late show tomorrow night. Changing up a bit. Carol will be with you in the morning. There's a reason why. I won't say why. I'll see you later though. Bye for now. Have a lovely weekend.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the